Welcome to the apology episode of Leog.
So this is the Blue Christmas episode, but with an apology tacked onto the front of it.
Yes, it is. Because if y'all have been listening to the League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen for a while, you might remember last Christmas. But that's good because we don't. And
Honestly, I don't.
yeah,
I don't remember last Christmas at all.
it was a little fuzzy the day after. It was a little fuzzy that morning after waking up going, yeah, I know we recorded something.
I remember the headache I had the next morning after it, but I don't remember the actual show.
And
I just remember it was really filthy.
And this one is different only in one rather important aspect.
That I wasn't there.
That's it exactly.
Yeah.
That you could not be.
I don't remember this episode because I wasn't here for it.
Yeah.
Cyrus and I talked about this, where this was not going to be a full episode.
It was not.
It was just going to be a little bumper, and I was like, well, I got some stuff to do, but I can get by later. And you said, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a full episode. Just me and the guys. We'll record a little bumper. You don't even need to be there. And I was like, okay, cool, man. And then the next day, I see Grant at work, and he says, we went ahead and recorded a full episode. And at first I was mad. I was like, well, Cyrus, he cut me out on purpose. How was it? And then Grant couldn't meet my eyes. He couldn't make eye contact with me. He was just like, it got really filthy, and I don't think I could ever listen to it again.
Poor little Grant.
I know.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So how bad was it?
I don't know. I can't remember this one either.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that's not a good sign. But when you told me that Grant had said that, I was like, uh-oh. And I had a feeling, like I had little glimpses of little pieces of memory coming back to me. I'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, God, did I? Oh, no. That type of thing. And I'm like, but I don't know if I'm seeing that in context and you know how it is. Sometimes you remember stuff as being really horrible and then it actually isn't all that horrible. You're like, oh, well, that wasn't actually that big a deal. And other times you think you had a great time and everyone was happy and it was cheerful and wonderful. And then you find out that, yes, indeed, you did vomit all over that dude's car.
What I find is, like, when I think it wasn't that bad, a lot of times it's horrible. Or if I think it's horrible and I listen to it, I go like, oh, it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. Then later I listen to it again and go, wait a minute. This actually is as bad, just on a different level than I was expecting.
Well, I can't promise that this isn't going to be terrible. I can't.
This is going to be really offensive, isn't it?
I don't know. It might be. It might not be. All I can do is apologize to people, say, look, I considered going through this whole thing and
Did
editing
you insult
it.
Ghost Rider?
I seriously doubt it.
I hope not.
I can't imagine insulting.
Nakado?
No. What am
Zeke
I?
Slider?
What am I don't think.
Spider-John?
I don't think I insulted any of these
Nate?
wonderful people.
Because if you insulted Nate, Nate is going to have a running log with a time-coded, date-stamped running log
With all the
of when you
horrible
did.
things he's going to do to me afterwards?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And I'll probably deserve it. But, all I can say, people, is like, it's a Christmas tradition that our final Christmas episode, well, it's like our Halloween tradition is we lose the episode.
That's true.
Our Christmas tradition is we don't even remember what the hell we talked about and we probably offend some people. So you have to take this episode for what it's worth. We had been sitting around for a while already. We've been working on some other projects. And like I said, the plan was never to exclude you. They put me on the spot. Like, they're all there. Because originally it was supposed to be like 4 people.
Right.
And everybody showed up. They all came. I was like, what the fuck is this? Where did
Even
you all
Allison?
come from? Not Allison. Okay. But everybody else was pretty much there. And I was like, I thought this was going to be a little thing. And no. So, and then they were all like, well, we all came over. We should record the full episode. I'm like, so, there was a little bit of guilt involved. I was like, you know what? Already in my head, I was like, you know what? I'll just record a Christmas thing with Leon to like his bumpers. And that way, he'll feel like at least on some level he was part of this. And now aren't you glad that I made that decision?
I'm going to listen to this right after we stop, and then I'll know for sure if I'm glad.
Yeah, maybe we better just go ahead and get it out of the way, because right now it's just the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Because I don't even know. I
All
really
right.
don't know how bad
All right,
this
I'm
gets.
going to fill my glass up with scotch again, and then you can hit play.
So you can feel, you kids at home, fill your glasses up with whiskey or whatever liquor you've got available.
Look, at this point it's Christmas, and your dad's already drunk and passed out.
Yeah, you know that eggnog? Yeah, that's got booze in it.
Oh, yeah. Or if your parents had a party last night and they didn't clean up, just pour everything from all the leftover glasses into one glass.
Now,
Set it on fire.
Yeah.
So you can have a true flaming moe.
All important.
And then drink away. And then listen.
And after you do that, go into your parents' bedroom where they're probably just sprawled out in the bed. Maybe your dad managed to get his pants off before he went to bed.
Probably not.
Reach into his back pocket and pull out his wallet. Take all those green pieces of paper in them and send them to Leog, care of Cyrus. And we'll send you a balloon that says sucker on it. Sorry, it's an old Steve Allen bit.
Really, I thought that was Shel Silverstein.
I think it was Steve Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and listen to this, and then we can feel nauseous, or I can feel nauseous and bad about what I've done later.
Okay.
Hey, baby. Hey, wake up. Yeah. Here's a couple of bucks now. Now get lost. All right? All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right. All right. Oh, man.
But you said you
what
loved
time
me.
is it? Huh? Who said that?
You did.
Nah, that wasn't me. That was
Lies, wasn't it?
that was the toilet flushing.
Oh,
Anyway,
God, we slept with the fucking robot,
what's
didn't
going
we?
on?
Why are we all in the same bed
Wait.
together?
Oh, wait.
Jesus.
What?
Put the
Wait a
pants
minute.
on, all of you.
Oh my God! What is this? Some kind of fucked up?
Press the
summer
off
party?
button. Somebody give me a magnet.
Did I just fucking sleep with myself?
Holy Jesus!
going on? Oh my
God! Why you got pink panties on your head?
I'd be saying
Hey,
the
give
same
those
thing to you,
back,
brother.
fucker.
Why do those panties say Brian on them?
Well, all I know is it's these what does Corey call you guys? The funny book boys?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah!
We are.
Hey, it's the
the Funny
Leog!
Book
What
Boys.
the hell's
like the
going
Keystone
on
Cop.
around here? Where's my $2 whore?
And not only is it the Leog, it's a Leog Christmas show.
Oh!
Dun, 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 dun.
And last year, you might recall that we had the Leog Blue Christmas, which was quite possibly the most profane thing.
The
Yeah, that
bluest
was-
Christmas ever.
Blue
Yeah.
Balls Christmas.
Wait,
special.
was that last year?
That was last year, yeah.
I can't remember back that far.
were-
I'm not kidding. I
We were
can't.
doing this shit last year, really?
It was filthy and puerile, and we'll leave it at
Did
that.
we
That was
miss it?
before I met you guys. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Did we totally
Puerile?
we missed a
Yeah, puerile.
I don't know.
What kind of crazy pronunciation
You
was that?
you are combining puerile and feral, which is actually a great description of my childhood.
Yeah, no, that's
There you go.
actually that's an enchilada topping. I'm just saying. I've gotten
Give
that.
me-
that's
Give me a little
racist.
more. Give me a little more puerile on that.
It's very salty, though.
And then there's Purell, the hand sanitizer.
Who
that
doesn't
in
put
there,
that on
too.
their enchiladas?
Which Jason oddly has all over his computer desk. I don't know what's up with that.
You got to keep it lubricated. That thing can overheat like crazy. You have no idea.
Yeah,
You
no,
can see
totally.
what else you should see what else he has on his computer once you put ultraviolet light to it. It's kind of. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's blood, there's
That
jizz.
thing, it looks like it's been in a car accident with a truck full of hookers.
Yeah, those guys, CSI guys, come on with serious Men in Black sunglasses. They're just like, you do not
just like-
want to turn that on.
There's Emily Deschanel is sitting outside with David Boreanaz holding her, going, "This is just
No, Will Smith is looking over it going, this shit just got real.
You got to have a hazmat team to clean off my keyboard. so.
Welcome to the True Blue Christmas episode.
It's a
Can we
tradition.
outdo ourselves?
We're taking it up
I
a
think
notch.
we can.
Or so I'm told.
Welcome to Leog, the number, 6 show in the ratings at spill.com.
According to some
Yeah.
sources.
According to a Coco,
How about a
the
roll call?
lowest rated show.
Right behind Silver Surfer. Oh, you guys.
But
One
yeah,
of
how
these
about a
days-
roll call?
I know that's like the curling show on ESPN 8 telling Monday Night Football to go suck it.
Oh.
What's funny is Leog is actually on ESPN 8. So,
How about a roll call?
Yes, and I am Cyrus.
Jason.
Co-host 3000.
Brent.
Kayla, Kristen.
Bo.
Fish.
And we are the Leog.
I am really glad we're not running with that whole fisherman thing.
You know what? Here's what I think.
Yeah,
I was
fucking
I was
stupid.
thinking about that for a
Too
while.
many
And I was like,
syllables.
I like fish.
Yes.
You're right.
Somebody
but
suggested kingfish. I was like, I could live.
no, I don't like that.
No, no,
But I
no.
think those moments when he is full of win, when he says something that we're like, damn, that was awesome, which won't happen very often, admittedly. What?
You're gonna need
But
to
we
send me an
then we
audio
can go
file
then
of
we
that
can
one.
go the fisherman, and that was one of those moments that
That's
you
right.
did.
You'd be like the Humongous.
That won't be happening.
That'd be when he that's like when he eats a little mushroom in Mario and he turns into Big Mario. That'd be like he's fish and then he eats a little mushroom, he turns into a fisherman.
With material like that, you're just going to
I
keep
love my
climbing them
mushrooms,
ratings, pal.
I'm trying to help the guy out here. What do you
And then
want
when
from
he
me?
hits a Koopa, he becomes little fish again.
That's a Koopa, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know these
It's
Mario.
a Goomba is the mushroom, the turtle's a Koopa.
Oh.
And Bowser's the big dinosaur at the end that blows fire.
So how long have you been playing the Mario RPG?
I've been playing Mario since I was how little?
You
Mario,
know you're sitting
Mario's
there-
part of my soul, man.
You know you're playing the desktop version. You're just like,
She's Mario LARPing right now.
all right, here's my
actually.
save.
Wait, whoa.
Versus-
He was the guy in Donkey Kong, wasn't he?
Yes, he
All
was.
right.
He was that Italian Goomba who was a bad dresser. Video
He was the WAP in the thing with the monkey.
Video
I loved
game
him.
trivia. He was originally known as Jumpman.
He jumped
Was he?
the barrels full of beer.
But there was a
that
game
guy with
for
the porno mustache.
there was a game for Commodore 64 called Jumpman that was really cool.
But he
cool
was
and
originally
popular.
known as Jumpman,
Was
but then
it?
they decided to...
Didn't he retire and go into porn under the name Ron Jeremy?
In the movie, they
Yes.
showed that his first name is Mario and his last name is Mario.
Mario,
What,
Mario,
these-
Mario,
Mario?
Mario.
Square.
I love
Luigi
that
Mario.
movie.
Of course.
Wait, whoa.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
You can.
Wait,
we
why are
can't
you
take that-
surprised?
We can't
I'm not
skip
surprised.
Okay,
past
thank you.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
surprised.
we can't.
Kayla, say that
Kayla?
again.
I love Super Mario Brothers the movie.
Ah!
It was just a high five between Greg and
Now,
You know,
reach-
it
I want
really
you-
was in all of his career Raul Julia's finest moment.
I want you to reach forward and unplug your microphone.
Oh wait,
Hey,
that was Mortal Kombat. Never mind.
Does that DVD sit right next to Double Dragon the movie?
No, only because it's a black, and my movies are color coordinated.
Wow.
Wow, she's like the high fidelity, like John Cusack character, except for like B movies.
Have you guys had a
It's not
spotlight
the-
episode on this woman?
It's not the fact that they're color coordinated. It's the fact that I have no doubt that you can ask Kayla to find a movie in her collection and she will know exactly where to go, even though they are color coordinated.
Oh my.
But why do you like Super Mario Brothers the movie?
What's not good about it?
It's Bob Hoskins, you fuck. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see those boots that make them fly?
I can't
And
say
they have the
I
little
actually.
measurement on
I
those
can't say I
also?
actually saw that film.
I didn't
to
see
be
it.
Oh,
fair.
we can watch that movie.
Well, I wasn't.
Isn't
No.
John Leguizamo hilarious?
No, that's like saying
He's romantic.
I've never been bitten by an anaconda. That is not like, oh, I know where an anaconda is right now.
Wait, have you seen it?
Me?
Yes.
I haven't. So I
So-
don't. I cannot say whether it's bad or good. I do know.
You know-
it does have Bob Hoskins in it, which made a big question mark appear over my head. But
Maybe
I'm the kind of
I've just seen it.
I'm the kind of guy who, if someone says
win.
this smells like shit, smell it, I'm gonna say no. You just told me it smells like shit. Fuck you. I'm not gonna rub my nose in it.
And yet he loves the prequels. Wah, wah.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yes, I saw.
I was going to bring up the fact that you regularly wake up in a pool full of your own vomit, but okay, you like the prequels too.
I mean, if it's
That
just
is neither here nor there.
the way you say it sounds like one guy's telling you that. If one guy tells me, it smells like shit, don't smell that, I'll be like, whatever, dude, I'm gonna smell it. But if like, 100 million people are saying it, then I'm gonna go, oh, maybe I won't smell that shit then.
Isn't there a website dedicated to people who like the prequels, like there is to like people who are sex offenders? in your neighborhood?
Loser.com. Yes.
There are 2 Jar Jar Binks fan sites.
Sorry,
None
Jay.
of you
There
are
are.
here alive.
Out of the entire internet.
Of the entire internet.
Oh, Jar Jar.
Kayla, close ranks. We gotta kick some ass.
Oh, like,
You
here comes-
say people
yeah.
gonna die?
Yeah. Here comes Kayla's Jar Jar Binks statue or whatever the
Yeah.
hell that.
That
Right
thing
now-
scares me.
But
That is creepy.
To
I'm sorry.
be fair,
Creepy.
one of those sites is run by the voice actor who actually did Jar Jar, so I don't think that's
Who's a musician.
Yeah, he's had a lot of work since then.
Yeah.
I thought it was the kid who actually played the first Anakin. You know, he's not doing much.
He
these
has
days.
not had a lot of work since
Yeah.
There's a video of him on YouTube like 10 years later. He's
Working
really
at the
fat.
Circle
He's-
K?
No, pretty
No.
much. He's just like, he's a back. He's like, yeah, I got made fun of a lot in high school.
He got
It's
more
just
than
like,
made
I'm
fun
sure
of.
that is one thing. I will not make fun of that kid because he got his ass beat so fucking much.
Shit, I beat his. I kicked his ass. one or two
I don't
times.
blame him. I blame George Lucas who cast him. It's like, really? What the fuck were you thinking, dude?
Or
It's like,
George Lucas.
All right, we're
for
digressing
making
far
every
too much.
scene so bad. I mean, even Ewan McGregor looked bad.
And Ewan McGregor's a sexy man. How could you unsexy Ewan McGregor? Go fucking Lucas.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that honestly, coming from the biggest prequel apologist in the Liag, he made some awesome actors look like shit. I mean,
He made space look like shit.
I mean, yeah, Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson, and Natalie Portman, and you made all of them look like
No.
they can't act their way out of a paper bag.
No, you're wrong, because Natalie Portman actually can't act her way out of a paper bag. She has the same kind of cloaking device that Winona Ryder was using for the last 2 decades.
Because they're the
what
same
about
person.
Apparently, while she was sleeping with some musician,
But
like,
she's
Natalie
great
Portman
at turning
stole
her
that
butt
and
toward
she's
the
gone
camera
out.
after
Oh,
Just-
really?
that's
You
good.
really don't like Natalie Portman?
He doesn't.
I like her in the same way that I like Winona Ryder. I think that she's capable
He
at
likes
times, but
What about
there's this idea that she's like very, very talented, and she's not.
I can't. I can't.
fight you!
I couldn't disagree more.
I'm gonna marry her. We are gonna have babies, and we are gonna get married on a
She
mountain.
is
Those babies are gonna beat you up.
she is
Fight,
no
fight,
she is
fight.
no Anne Hathaway.
Is this a Star Wars thing or a Natalie Portman thing specifically?
You would
It's
have
Is
married
it
the weird
just-
bride.
Is it just that she's Princess whatchamacallit?
No,
Okay.
I have wanted to have relations with her since I saw her in the. Wait, never mind.
And you took
I was
that.
about, if I had hands, I was about to give you a high five.
Has anyone seen Brothers yet?
Yeah,
Have you guys,
she's excellent in
she
it.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she really is.
I will take my statements back and stick them in a bag and maybe bring them out next year after I've seen Brothers.
Did you-
Because I do hear very good things about that.
It
You
is.
guys not see her in Bend 'em Like Beckett?
What?
That was
Keira Knightley.
That was her double.
Keira Knightley.
That was Keira Knightley.
That was the woman who played her.
Shut the
That
fuck
was-
up, you goddamn retard.
Man, what a
Yeah, you
shit-eating
really got
grin.
those
I
two
love
messed
that.
Up? Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman?
But they're the same
Did you know
person
that they
in
played
Star
the
Wars.
same role? Yeah.
In
Okay,
Star
you know
Wars,
what?
yeah.
No, she's the
One of
double,
them's
and-
got a rack. One of them is built like fish. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Fish is kind of hot.
You know what? I have to admit,
Jesus.
Natalie Portman doesn't have that much of a rack. I don't know if you've ever seen
What?
her nude beach photos.
What? No, I
I-
have not.
Oh,
No.
I have seen
never mind.
the Hotel Chevalier, and I must disagree with you, sir. Unless they were using some incredibly clever camera angles that not only accentuated her form,
Yeah.
but defied the walls of physics.
You know, you're probably right. I think George Lucas probably took those pictures. And, yeah.
I don't want to
Well,
sound
well,
like
yeah.
a eunuch here, but there gets a point where I'm like, you know what? Small breasts are just fine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, depends on everything in proportion. Just saying.
Boobs are great, girls. We like them all.
As long as she does
Really, really
anal,
do.
you can have the smallest tits you want.
Hey, I love Cyrus's boobs, but
Lion
you know that's
Jason.
a story for another
boobs
day.
are like beer. Sometimes I want like a $12 Belgian ale that I'm gonna sip and like go, oh, this is great. It's so robust and huge. It's great. And sometimes I want a fucking Lone Star. And I'm
Wow,
just gonna gulp
so
down,
it's
you know?
kind of like
Merry Christmas from the Leo.
So basically, you're saying boobs are like your comments upon boobs. Sometimes they're like a small glass of alcohol that I can take my eyes and ears out and wash in, and sometimes they're like a giant drum of napalm that I want to cover my whole body with.
No, actually, I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with anything. I'm just writing this book called My Allegories About Beer.
I was about to say, man, it's like you like them like your beer, like isn't that
Yeah,
usually like cold? And
It's a
just-
coffee table book. What
Robot,
do you
if
want?
you say one fucking thing against beer, I will dismantle you with my shoe.
No, basically, little boobs are slumming it. It sounded like. from
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I
Basically,
love.
I'll just want a Lone Star.
I love,
No,
but I
no.
want that Lone
like
Star.
hooking up with dead chicks. Dude.
It's an option. Besides, I didn't say Lone Star was little boobs. That was you who said that.
An imperial.
No, actually, that was you that said that.
No, I just said sometimes I want this, sometimes I want that.
I
didn't
believe
say
the
which was
along.
which.
But
For
you
the
used
people
robust.
in this room that have boobs, ours are
I
spectacular.
was gonna make
and
Yeah,
Like,
well,
since
you know
I'm
what?
gonna
Half
That's a
of
great
us.
analogy, and I'm going to be talking about boobs.
I was just gonna
Don't you
say
wanna
that
hear
half of us do have
I do,
boobs,
but-
Kristen. So yeah.
Half of us, he says. Half of us.
I like my little boobs.
Let's segue from these tits to other tits.
Yes, let's talk about your party. because all I
There were
heard.
tits at my party.
Speaking
for
of
sure.
tits,
All I heard about the last recording after we did our little miniature parts in between the interviews was that, oh yeah, y'all were like, yeah, you were like, oh yeah, Cyrus, we'll talk about the party, it'll be great, and then you're like, okay, enough about the party, let's do the interview.
party.
I just
Great.
wish that Uncle Staple, Chris Nicholas, was here so we could recreate the most classic rendition of the Electric Six's Gay Bar
my
that has
gosh.
ever
Gay
been
bar.
done.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
it was-
awesome.
in any format.
That was a duet.
Yes, including that of the Electric Six themselves.
It was Chris Nicholas, Uncle Staple, and our good man Randy. It's a beautiful duet called
Of
Gay
Rogues
Bar.
Gallery Comics and Games in Round Rock, Texas.
Gay Bar.
Wow, you are so
Gay bar.
indoctrinated.
Anytime you think Rogues Gallery, you
Think of Gay Bar.
Wow.
to take you to the Rogues Gallery.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
We love you, Randy.
But that being said, there's a whole untapped market there.
That's
so,
true.
You know, that's cool. Yeah, it's
We have
gonna
a new
tap that
clientele
ass.
for Rogues Gallery.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had a good time.
So what
We had a
happened?
blast.
Because God knows I got drunk in like 3 seconds. In fact, I showed up kind of drunk because I'd been doing that chew thing with Jason,
Yeah.
and so we left there, and I was like, shit, I got an hour to kill.
Everyone
and
showed up kind of drunk.
I'm exhausted. I can't even stand up at this point without going, ow, because we've been out all day working on shit. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot like 3 whiskeys real fast.
Really?
That'll do it.
And I was like, because I had no energy. I was like,
It's
you know what?
Ma Cyrus's old-fashioned guaranteed.
I honestly think, aside from Fish, I was the most sober guy at the party, which is fucked up.
Wow.
Bizarro world.
No
It really
no
is.
matter what the party is.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the,
Oh, okay, so maybe Bo was.
No, I was shit-faced blind. I could tell which way was ended up.
Oh,
But anyway, you walk into this place, and they've got a hallway full of little private rooms, and they open the doorway for you, and they're like, clean up the trash when you're done. Here's the remote control. Have fun. They shut the door.
And what a hallway it is. I
It was
have
creepy.
finally found the worst place in the universe to be on hallucinogenic drugs. Because the hallway is kind of like, it's all kind of angled and weird, kind of like a German expressionist film.
Like
Yeah,
the
feels like
And
Captain
then
Dr.
you
Caligari.
from every doorway you can hear people singing their karaoke selections.
Sweet
And-
Caroline being a very popular one, apparently.
yes,
it felt like it should have been in a Stanley Kubrick film.
Yeah, and you just add a little acid, and you are 15 minutes away from going out into the street and killing everything that you meet, and that includes automotives.
Okay,
it
I would,
was the cabinet of Dr. Karaoke.
Yes.
I'd like to say there was like, I don't know if there actually were symbols that I just missed on the bathroom for man and woman, but
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't see them. So I'm in the woman's bathroom apparently taking a piss, and this girl doesn't even see me, and she's coming in and like she like looks at me and goes, oh, I'm like, what? Oh God, what are you doing here? Because I don't know.
Dude,
I
you
was
always
like,
have that problem. Every time you see like one of those stick figures with a dress on, you're like, "That's me," and you just walk, no, Cyrus, stop, dude.
I think it's really prejudiced against transvestites to have that.
Kayla
That's
has
all I'm
been
saying.
quiet. Kayla, tell us about your
Karaoke
recollection
experience.
of the evening.
Yeah, what actually happened?
What? I don't know. I sang along. People were kind of sad because I didn't take the mic.
You know, I
but-
programmed one for us
I-
to sing together, but then you left, and I was like, oh, I bet Kayla would have sung this with me.
Why
But-
didn't you sing?
I don't know. It's just I'm happy to sing along with everything, so nothing really stuck out. So.
Well, you had a good time though.
Oh yeah, you saw me. I was singing
Oh,
the
she was
entire
having fun.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
That was
I-
pretty fun. I
I
think
go to karaoke pretty often.
I think we have to do that again regardless
I
of
think I
birthdays.
honestly-
I usually
I
go to
think
free
tonight
karaoke.
we're gonna go do this.
Yeah, next
Right
time,
after
the
the
next
show.
time you guys do that, can you please let me know when I'm reading through that songbook that I'm reading a book that's in Korean, and because I was like, man, I must be really fucked up because all this is all gibberish.
There's so many circles in this alphabet.
Yeah.
By the way, just so you know, apparently there's a karaoke place like right down the street from there that has the exact same song list that's half price.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I bet-
Is it New Soul?
It's smaller rooms,
Yes.
but it's so
Okay.
much cheaper.
Yeah, okay.
It's
So for
that
future
one for
reference,
Oh, that'd be
you
fun.
know,
And there's
I would.
one that's far away, but it's absolutely free to get in, and the book is 5 times bigger, and it's all in English.
Do they have any death clock?
They have everything.
what is this? What is
Oh.
this karaoke place you speak
It's
of?
country.
Okay, we'll get to that. You'll have to let us know because
mind.
I'll
we're
skip.
all about the.
It's in County Clyde,
there's
Ireland.
like a CCC is the abbreviation. I don't know.
Country karaoke.
No, but
I'll be washing my hair that
Sounds
night.
sketchy.
it has everything though, and it's pretty great. And they also have the one here at the Nomad that's pretty good.
Yeah, they do,
that.
which isn't
Really
which
fun.
isn't a booth. To be fair, it's,
I
So-
honestly would
But
be
it feels
happy.
like a booth.
yeah, because it is that size. Yes,
I would love a monthly Leog karaoke thing. I'm like, I think we should do that.
you don't
We
have to
should
try
make
very hard
a-
to talk me into.
Yeah, I'm like,
karaoke.
we should really do that more often because I had such a blast. And like, at the end of the night, I'm like, no, I haven't sang everything I wanted to do. Like, more.
It was a shame you were videotaping it, and it was so dark that it all just was black.
It was dark. So I'm like, I have some video. I haven't watched it yet, but it's not gonna look.
So for
like
future
anything.
reference, next time we need to put like a flashlight on your
Yeah,
video
I'll get-
camera.
Actually, does anyone
Well,
have an
just turn on the
infrared camera?
lights.
Yeah, or just turn on the lights, Yeah, which might be difficult when we're all drinking.
The
as much
Highball's
as we
doing
are
this
that
really
time.
cool thing called Karaoke Apocalypse,
Apocalypse,
where
that's
it's in
right.
front of a live band.
Well, those
You know
guys
what?
said at the
Okay.
Nomad.
No, those guys play all over.
yeah,
Yeah, you know,
it's really
and
fun.
and I was actually thinking about asking Corey, with the spill party that's already prepping up here. I was gonna ask him maybe we should try to get that band to play only because it is a karaoke band and
good
it would be
Lord, that'd be
pretty
awesome.
fun for the fans to
Corey
sing
and I are,
karaoke.
Corey and I are
Yeah.
talking about this at length, and there's a new place in town that's sort of like an event center.
It's called the Independent, and that's where I.
No, not the
Oh,
Independent,
okay,
the
there's-
Monarch.
there's another.
in
Oh,
fact.
okay.
Which I know the new GM of the place, who is lifelong friends with the owner of the place who just bought it, and it's one of those things that we can have 3 different things happening all at the same time, where people can just
Yeah, they've
wander
got-
from room to room
Oh, wow.
of stuff, including a stage with the theater thing and everything. So, yeah, I don't see no reason why we couldn't do something like that. And
That'd
I
be
hope it
amazing.
can.
I know I was
So-
thinking about maybe doing one of the after parties at Independent, which also has a stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a really brilliant sound.
Well, he's looking into a lot of possibilities because we're waiting to hear what happens
Yeah.
with these Monarch people.
It
If
would
they're
be great
willing
if we could see
to
if we
rent
could
us the
get-
thing for all 3 days, like, and then
The only
okay,
thing
we're
is,
staying there.
they
It'd be great.
they
That's what
don't
I'm saying.
have
But
they
I've
don't
never
I don't
read
think
what
they have a
it's saying.
stage per se that you can set a band up on. But we can talk.
No, they do. They do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, the theater has a little bit of space.
Yeah, it
I don't
does.
know. I just love the idea of having Spill fans singing
fans sing
with
karaoke.
an actual band
Oh, that would
That
up
be
on
awesome.
stage
Well,
with
the
the
fact
lights and
is, if
everything.
we have
Especially
enough-
Renegade.
I'm actually pretty close with the main guy from that group, and I know you are too, probably,
Yeah.
Bo. And I think we could say, hey, can you learn some geek songs? Can you do like some classic
Those
stuff
guys
like
look
the
like
new
fucking
Spider-Man
geeks.
theme
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah.
stuff? Well, he is like, all right.
Yeah.
So this guy who's in this band, it used to be in a band
Chepo,
called Go.
Chepo Pena is the guy's
Used to be
name.
in a band called Gomez, not the band you've heard of called Gomez. Another band that was before. In fact, the band you've heard of called Gomez had to pay them for the rights to the name.
Here's a little bit of trivia. I was actually the guy that got him into punk rock.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But they,
Chepo and I went to high school together.
but they
Yeah,
had
he's
their
a great
first,
guy.
their first or second album was. Have you ever seen the Danzig album where it's that big long skull with the horns on either side,
Yeah.
and you flip it open to where you see the full skull?
Right.
Well, it was that, except it was Yoda.
Yeah, it was.
I know
awesome.
exactly what you're talking about. No
Yeah.
And
shit.
Chepo is a huge. Like he could talk to Jason and Kayla for hours. He's a huge horror geek.
Wait.
But he's like a Star Wars geek, a horror geek,
That's
comic
funny
book
because
geek.
Kayla
I mean,
doesn't know shit about horror.
Kayla,
Two.
retort.
It's 2.
Oh, come on. Fight me.
Were they on Trans Syndicate Records?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, because I know
Flowers
during the
and
whole Trans
bunnies.
Syndicate period, Gomez is at least I heard of him.
But we're getting into such insular Austin stuff. Let's
Sorry,
talk
yeah. Let's
about
Christmas.
Christmas.
I love Christmas. Give me presents.
Because this is, goddammit, everybody's listening to this on probably Christmas Day, I think, is when this actually
Yeah,
comes
if
out.
you're
Christmas
listening
Day
to this on
itself.
Christmas
more than likely,
Day,
yes.
You're hiding from your family because you're done with their bullshit.
I wish I were you, actually.
snuck in a bottle of Maker's Mark and you're in the corner listening to your
fact-
headphones and getting.
I just
Yes.
ate the Krispy Kreme.
Let's be clear. You know what? Look at your least favorite relative, that stodgy, unpleasant little bitch who wants to like sneers at you every time you use some bit of like minor slang or talk about some TV show she disapproves of because Jesus wouldn't like it. And look at her and listen to this round of obscenities from the league.
Yes.
Fuck, cunt, bitch. Come on, I can't be the only one here. Everybody
I'll sing
contribute.
along.
Here's some of your favorite obscenities here. Come on.
Oh,
Cock jockey.
Oh, thank you.
Jizz whore.
I've been trying to bring about the extended use of the word dickhole.
Dickhole?
Dickhole, yeah. It's the cross between the nuance of dick and the nuance of asshole, which sometimes can be confused, but if you combine the two, it's spot on.
Technically, the dick does have a hole.
It does.
So I think it works too.
Technically.
In fact, if it didn't, it wouldn't be
Metaphorically,
worth
too.
very much.
I'm actually partial to ass muppet.
Spiritually as well.
Shitballs.
I
Have
don't
you
like
heard of that one?
Shitballs is a good one.
I just recently heard of
Oh, yeah,
that
let
one
me-
only because I ran into a guy the other day who said shitballs, but he said it in such a such a dorky, nerdy voice that I just found it hilarious. I was like, shitballs.
All right, round robin. Favorite obscenity, Cyrus.
Well, I just
Go.
said mine is ass muppet. I love that.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
All right, mine is fucktard.
Nice.
Yes.
That used to be my favorite.
Co-host, shitballs.
Well, that was his. I thought that was funny, but mine would be just fuck. Yeah. But
That's good. Grant.
Honestly, fuck alone works pretty well.
Queef monster.
Queef monster.
You just made that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my favorite now.
Make it less
So that's the smoke coming out of your ears. Thinking of that one.
He's like so innocent and sweet.
I love it. It's really fun now.
Fart pussy.
Now here's where Kayla says, "Darn it."
I don't curse, but
Oh,
yeah.
never?
come
No, it's really.
on.
I think I sound stupid when I curse, and if
Well,
it,
what do you like to
That's very
hear?
and so
What makes
it's-
you laugh?
No,
when
it's
you
really
hear it?
funny because people are always like, "Okay, what's the word? You know, you would say it in this sentence,"
Shez butt.
and I don't. I just don't.
But there's got to be one that entertains you when you hear it. That you get a little.
Do you
certain
use something-
vicarious thrill?
Do you use
from.
something, either a favorite curse that other people say, or something that you yourself use in lieu of cursing?
What? I would be like.
Oh man.
Oh,
Instead of saying Jesus Christ, I would say, oh, Christmas.
Oh, sheepshanks.
What would the three ninjas say? All right, when they want to cuss.
I don't know.
She's
How
the
does this go?
PG-13 member.
I don't know.
Ah, rascal!
I think we're getting into firm G-rated category. She doesn't even
I-
have a substitute.
What's your? Must have an epithet. You like hit your thumb with a hammer.
I go. Oh.
You don't say any word.
No, she said.
This whole round robin has come to a screeching halt.
Oh, Jar Jar Binks.
Ouch! Well, Kristen, what do you got?
Owie, owie, owie.
Cheese and crackers.
for Gorham.
What?
Yeah, I got the classics. I'm just like, fuck shit, fucking
There you go.
fucker,
Yeah.
son of a whore.
Keep
Fuck.
it easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, why
I
get
think-
fancy, man? You're pissed off. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Fuck,
It's clear.
that will
It
be-
states
yeah, yes,
what you
I
want.
agree.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Fuck.
Which, by the way, even though I love the urban legend, it does not come from for unlawful carnal knowledge. I wish it did.
No,
But it
it's
doesn't.
an old English word for plowing.
Yes, it is.
And
Yeah, both.
that being said, and the fact that I know that, and given my genetic makeup, both from my father and my mother, I weave obscenity like a tapestry.
He does.
And
boy.
asking me to come up with one particular word is like asking
Fish is
me-
like, do I
it-
have
it-
to follow him?
It's like asking the guy who's teaching fish color theory to choose a favorite color. But I will say I'm a good old fashioned fuck man first and foremost. But as far as like a weird thing I say occasionally that gets me a raised eyebrow is an exclamation of surprise, which is holy sheep shit.
That's a classic. I agree. And for a guy who's Irish, that makes a lot of
Nice.
sense.
Sheep are indeed holy, right?
Yeah, because you get,
They're horrible creatures.
I learned that from a Cheech and Chong movie. I'm trying to think of the name right now. I think it was the Cheech and
Up in
Chong's
smoke, nice dreams.
Up in Smoke. I think maybe it was Up in Smoke. Yeah.
There we go.
Where Cheech played his redheaded cousin.
oh no,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the next movie.
It was the
That
next
was
movie.
not-
Yeah, there
that
you go.
that was Nice Dreams.
Next, yeah. Oh, what was
Was it Nice
Wait,
Dreams?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Oh no, next movie. Yeah, Cheech and Chong's
Next movie. Yeah. He's like, holy sheep shit. Yeah. That's.
Fish, have you heard any cuss words?
Of course I have. I've been a Leog before. Now my favorite is shit. It's just like I don't know. Fuck is overused, and so just like I always fall back to shit.
Hey, now.
Shit.
Fuck you!
I really like shit, but you always have to picture it as said by the antagonist character in Preacher.
Yeah, that's true. However, I have gotten to the point now that I think I prefer the German version. I mean, there's something much
Scheiße.
more about Scheiße that's funny, or even the French is merde is so much more effective than shit is almost kind of gotten to that point where it's like,
This
I'm surprised they
Leog
don't
was-
allow it on TV now.
Yeah.
This Leog was brought to you by George Carlin.
The
Fish, you're being
the
a real
Germans
queef monster
really know
right
how
now.
to cuss because the Germans only have like the German vocabulary is really only about like 100 to 200 words. They just compound everything, and so yeah, it's like Scheiße, Dunkelkopfen, Dessenwag.
Fish,
Well,
you were going
okay.
on though.
Awesome.
Fish, you were going on though. I felt like I cut you off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know what. Like a word I've invented that I just like scream every now and then. Oh, residue! You're covered in residue.
Fisherman!
Example: Jason showers in residue.
I kind of like that. I haven't heard anything new with douche for a while. I like that.
I'm
I was
gonna
getting
fuck you
bored
till
of
you
douche.
love me. I swear to God.
That's a good word for people that you might share an apartment complex with.
So I guess our point
So,
is
yeah, if we
Merry
make a
Christmas.
segue,
Yeah. Well, I just want to say Merry Christmas because that was our special Christmas present to you guys. Fuck Aunt Edna with a weird eye and hair on her lip shit, you know? Just look at her and let her know psychically that you disapprove.
Tell her no, I'm not gonna pop any more pimples on your back. God damn it.
All right, so Leog, what do you guys want for Christmas?
Your mama?
Oh, my 2 front teeth and $1 billion.
Minus the 2 front teeth.
What?
I don't know.
It's
I'm gonna
asked
get a
when they were-
PS3, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Fucker.
I'm just gonna buy it for myself, but I'm pretty excited.
I mean, I guess I want the only I can think of is Star Trek Blu-ray. That's about it. I'm like,
I gotta go with the classics and agree with Steve Martin. I would like a month-long orgasm.
okay, if we're talking about stuff we can't put on our Amazon wish list, then sure.
No, actually, there is a category
And yes,
for
so
month-long
that's it. Everything
orgasm.
on my Amazon wish list is stuff that I want for Christmas.
First,
and
I would
really,
like to be the
I also stuff that I want for Wednesday or Thursday.
First, I would like to be the master of all space and time. Second, that crap about the kids.
That's
I'm
a
sorry,
great
a
skit,
month-long
kids.
orgasm? That would be awful. By like day 3, you're coming intestines.
Gross.
Oh no!
Welcome to the Leog Christmas special.
Fish, you are overthinking.
I don't care if there's nothing left of me but a mote of dust.
Sounds like sounds like the story of Ricky Christmas special.
Like after a month-long orgasm, I feel that I will have achieved my true dream, for the reason for my existence on this planet,
The
which
love
is to
story
look
of Ricky.
Sting squarely in the eye and say, "Go fuck yourself, dude." Month-long orgasm.
Well, all right.
So on some level, you feel Sting has achieved everything that you would want other than a month-long orgasm?
Other than the douchiness, yes.
Okay, fair enough. That was confusing for me.
Kayla, what do you want for Christmas?
Top month-long orgasm.
No, it's because he does that
Some-
tantric bullshit.
Poster frames.
Poster frames.
That works.
All right.
You know, I'd actually like that too. You're right. You know what? That's what I'd like as well. I'm right there with you.
Kayla doesn't need anything.
Yeah, you can't have my bed for Christmas.
Yeah,
You
Kayla doesn't
can't.
need anything for Christmas because she can make a fucking Millennium Falcon bed.
I can make whatever. I
and she's the only one that can do it. What else could you ask for?
Kayla,
if
you
it
should
works.
you should want some Star Wars dolls to fill in that bed.
Yeah, because everyone hates the dolls that I choose.
She could probably make a
She
she could probably make a month-long orgasm bed if she put her mind to it.
How would you do that?
There's
don't
already
know.
a vagina couch, but
No, but I'm with you because I've got so many
Comfy,
great
but it looks
posters.
horrible.
So many great posters, but I'm like, wow, you bring them to the framing store, they're like $200.
No,
I'm like,
but
what,
even, like,
$200? Are you out
I
of
go
your
to
goddamn
Walmart.
mind?
I'm a teacher, so I'm like, $20 for a poster frame. Ugh. It's just so much. And then
Yeah.
you're like, I need 3.
And it's like the poster didn't even cost that much. What the fuck?
So I don't know.
Be like, can you do that at restaurants too? Be like, can I get the cheeseburger without the plate and pay half price? I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just pour it in my hand.
How much for one
I'll
rib?
Kristen, Christmas.
Well, I've got the means to give myself a
Christmas.
month-long orgasm, so got that covered.
Oh, brag, why don't you?
Oh, wow.
I
I didn't see that going there.
Yeah.
I ask Santa for really lame adult stuff, like, can I have a new vacuum cleaner and a dentist appointment and a comforter?
That's pretty lame.
Yeah. You know, if I was just freely wishing I wish I actually owned a Wii instead of borrowing my friend's Wii until he begs for it to have it back.
A Zelda comforter, a
Those are
Star Wars dentist appointment. Come on.
Yeah, with the probe droid from A New Hope that comes in and yeah.
Gosh,
Empire.
I sure would like an actual TV,
No, not the
though.
probe droid, but the interrogation.
Oh, the
droid.
interrogation.
Yeah.
Ah.
The dentist, the guy George Hardy from Troll 2, he's a dentist, and he
Oh.
actually has glasses. So when you're getting your dentist appointment, you can be watching movies.
Can I get Steve Martin as the dentist?
Oh, you know what I want? I want a toilet seat that has a sound thing, so when you push it up, it goes, "You can't piss on hospitality." Or maybe I should give that to Kayla.
Well,
I want a Catter Puppy from House 2.
a cat or I
Gasoline for my car. Can I wish for that?
oh, geez, tell me about it.
I'm a grown up. I'm boring.
Dream on. That's too expensive.
I tried to get
Primo.
the torch from Halloween 2. A torch lamp from Halloween 2.
What?
Like the real one?
Yeah.
No. Was someone selling that somewhere?
Yeah, it was on eBay, and I tried to get it, and I got outbid, so I didn't get that for Christmas. But the winner can give that to me for Christmas.
There you go.
They always start out low.
I know.
Yeah. And then they get the last 5 minutes. They're like, oh, an extra $1,000.
Well,
Like,
that's what
I fucking
happened
hate
to
you,
Hamburger Bed. It went up $2,500 in 10 minutes.
Good lord.
Yeah, that's what the great thing about eBay. Like, if you're a seller, you like just wait till the last 10 minutes, man. You're making bank.
Well, no
And
one
then you're
wants
like,
to.
oh, 99 cents.
You'll sit there and panic, going, nobody's buying my shit. You gotta wait till the end. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're a smart eBay buyer, you're waiting till the damn end. You're not gonna rack up the price.
No, eBay's all about linking everywhere else
Though I
to
did
say,
get-
here's this thing, go buy this now, so everyone knows it's there.
Yeah.
So.
I got a Howard the Duck Playboy Duck Play Duck.
What?
Playboy, the Play Duck from Howard the Duck.
The
for
words you're putting
$5.
together right now.
Right? From the
Yeah,
movie?
they make them, like, a lot of them commercially.
No
and,
shit.
And
It's
so I got one of
freaking
those for
nuts.
$5.
Where can I find one?
The internet.
So does it have naked ducks?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
That's awesome. No shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Co-host totally wants to jerk off to duck people.
Yes. I'm into everything.
You know, duck fetish.
And speaking of that, co-host, what do you want for Christmas?
To crush my enemies, see them driven before me, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
Yes! Win.
Yes.
That is the correct answer. You all lose.
You win. Co-host FTW.
Yeah, I feel like they should have that like Pee Wee's Playhouse thing. Ding 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 ding. That was the answer we were looking for. And what
I'm gonna
has
go
he
see
won?
him January.
Pee Wee?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
When
did you
LA
not hear?
is-
He's making a comeback. There's been like tons of interviews with
Oh,
him.
there's
where
been a
he's,
shit ton.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that means there's going to be a second Buffy movie? No.
No, I want more
No.
Pee Wee's Playhouse, damn it.
Honestly-
I want more words of the day.
I never watched it. I appreciate all you guys love it.
What?
I'm just saying, I never really got into it. This wasn't my
Dude, it was
thing.
I haven't-
I know. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying it
Give
wasn't.
us
my
back
old-
your
too
nerd
old at the
card.
time.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty sure I could fill up that nerd card with lots of stuff where you go, okay, fine, you're a
Yeah, you
nerd.
can.
Yeah.
Well, you're like 8 to 10 years old, and that show comes on Saturday morning, and they say the secret word. You
Yeah.
honestly, I honestly tried to remember the secret word all day, and tried to scream whenever they said it. And by
Guess what,
3 in the afternoon, I'd already forgotten what it was.
I was
Pee
more
Wee's
like
Playhouse.
18 years
That's
old.
what I'm saying. You're old.
Pee Wee's
And,
Playhouse was
that's so
something
fun.
operating on a different plane where you're watching all of these shitty cartoons and you see Pee Wee's
Here comes
Playhouse
Pee-wee's
and you're like,
Playhouse.
oh my god, this is Saturday morning cartoons programmed by Grant Morrison.
That was my first acid trip without being on drugs.
Exactly.
That's what everybody tells me. I watched it too late to care. So sorry.
Yeah, you unfortunately, you were a generation that was you were like worried about, drugs and sex by that point.
Did
so.
you watch the original HBO special that was geared
Yes.
towards
No,
adults?
I never did.
Oh,
Genius.
that was amazing.
That was
And did Phil Hartman actually play
Yeah.
Captain Carl?
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
on,
Oh
on
yeah,
those series?
and it
Yeah,
was
he did.
filthy.
No, I love. She said, "Hey, Captain Carl, do you remember to wash your hands?"
And if you watch that
No,
episode,
Pee Wee.
and if you watch that episode, there's a great little Mr. Bungle little film that they
Oh,
play.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I love the when they give John B. hands. He's like, "Thanks, Pee Wee. There's something I've been wanting to do for a long time."
Caucasian. Hey. No, the to kind of bring it back to Christmas, one of the best Christmas specials is Pee Wee's Christmas special, which is bizarre. I mean, Charo shows up, Cher shows up.
Awesome.
Don't forget Grace Jones shows up.
That's right.
So it's a bunch of kind of manly women, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Exactly.
Nothing says Christmas like a bisymmetrical haircut on a black Amazon.
the fantasy of every young boy in America at that time. Yes.
She-men. And lots of them.
Yeah, I think actually I got turned off of vampires when I saw that movie Vamp with Grace Jones. It's like, ew.
I keep
That's
thinking
not
David Bowie was in that
sexy.
movie too, but
No, you're thinking of The Hunger.
the Hungry. That's
The
what-
Hunger.
The
The
Hunger with
Hunger.
Susan Sarandon.
Catherine
I never
Deneuve and
saw
Susan Sarandon having a hot lesbian scene.
Lesbian.
Isn't it Deneuve?
It's Deneuve, yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
get
don't know.
called
It's
out all
something
the
French.
time.
The
so.
chick munching on Sarandon's box.
She doesn't even remember she's in that movie. I saw some interview. She's like, "Oh, The Hunger, right? I was in that. I don't know."
Yeah, she doesn't remember kissing David Bowie. I believe it.
I'm sure she just forgot all about
yeah.
that.
So,
Hell,
yeah,
Bo
wiped it
remembers
out.
kissing David Bowie, and it never happened to him.
No.
The thing is, she just doesn't want to get into those type of interviews. Like, so really, you totally getting down with Catherine Deneuve? She doesn't want those interviews.
Well, yeah, it's like
so
Susan,
just play it off like I don't remember even doing.
it's like Susan Sarandon having to get like 4 Oscars before she's like, all right, now I'll talk about Rocky Horror.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. There's that point where she's like, even I remember that with her, like, oh, Rocky Horror. So what was that like? And she's like, yeah, I don't really remember. No one believes you. Of course you remember.
Well, apparently the Rocky Horror set was actually horrible because there was no heat in the castle, and it was winter, and they were all wearing their underwear, and it was like just a miserable experience for all Americans. We weren't fucking having fun. We were freezing our asses off and catching pneumonia, and she apparently was sick the whole.
Well, all their
whole
nipples
shoot.
were hard, so that was helpful.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go around round robin here and talk about the favorite Christmas special.
We didn't finish what everyone wants for Christmas, but whatever. I'm not running.
Oh, did
Fish,
you not? I'm sorry.
what do
Fish,
you
what do
want
you
for
want for
Christmas?
Christmas?
I get ignored. Exactly. I never get anything.
We love you.
Okay, so
love
anyway,
me.
favorite Christmas special.
No, actually, everything like cool I already have because I got the Blade Runner briefcase. I've got it up on DVD.
Never mind.
And the freaking Rocketeer Deluxe Edition, which has been postponed like 4 fucking times. Should...
Are you serious?
No,
You have
I'm
it
dead-
now?
I've just been waiting by my mailbox.
Did
like,
you realize they're just fucking with you, right?
Yeah.
It's just somebody from the company who's
Hey, Fish,
directing you emails.
That's me writing all that bullshit.
Yeah, I keep reading. I
That's
keep
not
reading his
actually
Facebook.
coming out.
I'm like, poor fish. He just can't ever get his little movie.
They don't. Who is gonna buy that besides you?
Harris, and we're both just like, what the fuck's up with this? We're the 2 people apparently.
Harris
Yeah,
is
not
just-
the
Two.
best example there, buddy.
He's just trying to make you feel better.
Who?
I'm just saying. That's all. No. That's fine. You should get that. You're right. You should. I'm for that. But you know what? I'd wish for pussy if I were you. I'm just saying. If I had a choice, I'd just say
That's a
pussy
pussy
first.
cat.
Happened to you
Rocketeer
guys.
special edition set.
What's that?
This is a Christmas
Yeah,
episode.
you seem to be strangely obsessed with getting him laid.
Pussy cat.
I am
as
because
filthy as
I
we can
wish
be.
someone had taken me under their wing
Not true.
when I
We
was
can be
his
worse.
age and go, you know what? I'm gonna get you laid, motherfucker.
You mean under
come
your
on.
coat? Get away from me!
Don't touch that. That's private.
Kayla feels like she's wading into a cesspool right now.
But that's not entirely a mistaken analogy.
This is true.
It's
Yeah.
Leog, right?
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
thing I wore my boots.
A cesspool has less curse words and less.
Kayla is coming over here expecting like a kind of a low turnout and an
And be
easygoing
able to talk
Leon.
about Christmas and
Yeah.
happy.
Stuff
You're
showed
right.
up.
Let's talk about fucking Christmas. We just, thanks, Fish, for getting me off trap there with your Rocketeers.
I drank
thing.
my
I don't know what that
peppermint
was.
mocha on the way here to
Yeah.
like,
Favorite
So,
Christmas
okay.
specials.
Favorite Christmas porn. Let's go.
Kayla?
Christmas porn. Is that what you said?
no. Your favorite Christmas special.
Let's start with Kayla.
Kayla,
Yeah.
come on.
Kayla takes
I
the
love
stage.
this part where I'm put
She
on.
hates round robins, and we've done 3 in a
You
row.
said you were all psyched to do a
incomplete
Christmas
round robin.
episode.
Like to add in my 2 cents to be like, oh, pick me.
Okay,
and then-
you want us to wait
but-
and start with Jason?
Well,
and then move
it's
to-
like TV
No.
shows. I can't I haven't watched a bunch, but I've been watching a ton of Christmas movies. So
Favorite Christmas movies. Huh?
Yeah.
It
That's
doesn't matter.
Christmas-
Favorite
perfectly
Christmas piece of
acceptable.
entertainment.
Sure Thing is my favorite Christmas movie
No.
all times. Sure Thing
Is
with
it
John
the
Cusack.
Sure Thing? With,
Yeah.
was it
Really?
Christmas? Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah, they're driving
Mhm.
to.
I was so betting on Jingle All the Way. I can't believe it. Wow.
Damn, you stole my answer.
And seconded by Gremlins and thirded by Die Hard.
Yeah, those are great choices. no question. In fact, Gremlins is one of those films that I forgot how good it was till I just saw it recently. The sequel, avoid at all costs, but the first one, wow, is that a fun little movie?
Yeah.
And then It's a Wonderful Life. It's my
Oh, yeah.
all-time
I
favorite
really
movie.
like the sequel to
You-
Gremlins.
Yeah, but you like Rocketeer. So.
Why freak out, bro?
Shut up!
Wait,
I like Rocketeer.
I'm just, come on, give me a break here. I'm trying to make fun of it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, fuck you, Fish.
Yeah, we hate you.
Help me out here.
All right, so anyone else got
Okay, my
something that involves
greatest-
Santa Claus getting killed?
no, because most of those are shit. I mean, I watched
Star Wars Christmas special thing.
the Star Wars Christmas special is awesome.
There you go.
It is so fucking horrible. I mean, you got B. Arthur singing a song about Christmas in space.
Whoa,
and-
it's called
And
Life
they're all
Day,
wearing
buddy.
hats.
Wait,
It's so
But
cute.
Kayla's gonna bring up. So is there a good Santa Claus gets killed movie?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's a whole separate category. Like, Christmas horror deserves its own separate
Yes.
category because
Well,
it's
we may have
so
to do.
amazing.
We may have to do a mini episode on that for the season.
Well, doesn't Star Wars Christmas special count
Yes.
as a fucking
Yes, it
Christmas
absolutely
is horrifying.
Except for the cartoon, which is fucking badass.
and
The introduction of Boba Fett.
Indeed.
and the Star Wars Holiday Special is like ridiculously long. It's like 2 hours. You got Art Carney singing shit.
I
and,
watched it when it aired originally.
What?
Even
Yeah,
as
me
a
too.
kid went, this is so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
horrible.
No,
I did too, actually.
It was like,
I mean-
wow, this is like an episode
I
of
wasn't
this.
born.
This is like an episode of Fantasy Island or The Love Boat, but that just happens
Yeah.
to have Star Wars
And if you
characters in
check
it.
YouTube, it is. I'm sure it's freely available.
Oh, yeah.
But like the
Do
first,
yourself
So
a
suck
favor.
it, George.
Do yourself a favor and don't watch it, because watching that fucking thing is like walking in on your parents like fucking like crazy, and right when you turn around to run away, the door locks on you, and your parents are still fucking you. You just want it all
And then
to
they turn
stop
around
end.
and they laugh at you.
Yeah.
They laugh at you.
and the first 20 minutes are just Wookiees talking without any subtitles.
Wait a
without
minute.
Han Solo.
Are you still talking about your parents having sex together?
your mom's Wookiee Bush.
The Christmas special.
Angela.
Where's Boba Fett when you need him?
All right. I will put into the pot and get us back on topic. I am a Christmas Carol junkie. There is no version that I will not watch.
A Train Spotting Christmas. That's
Disney.
my favorite.
Oh yeah, if they had a Train Spotting, and yeah, they
We
had-
celebrate Christmas in the
it's-
dirtiest
it's
toilet
like,
in Scotland.
Mother Superior, like, raising it is screwed up, and all of a sudden there's the blue baby, and it's like, that's want and hunger there.
It's like
for
they do
you,
a
lad.
nativity scene and there's a dead baby.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, no. But there's so many that I love. The Alastair Sim version is beautiful. It's like the black and white version that was made in the 50s. But for me, the apex is George C. Scott did it as a TV special.
That's the best one.
With David Warner playing Bob Cratchit. David Warner, who's very famous for people in the Star Trek crowd.
That is the greatest Christmas Carol adaptation.
It's
Yes.
astounding.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's got the fucking Equalizer playing the Ghost of Christmas Present.
You guys,
And
you
God
are
rest
you
his
are
soul.
forgetting.
Muppet.
Yeah, you are forgetting
whoa.
Michael Caine, Kermit the Frog. Come on, Muppet Christmas Carol.
Bean.
I'm going
the
to kill
Bean
you.
Bunny.
Okay, really, I mean, I like that too, but
Yeah, I
you're
do
going to
too.
put that up against
With
the George C.
Robin
Scott
coming in.
classic Dickens version. You need to shush.
Hey, little Robin comes in, and he's Tiny Tim. And
No, I like the
No, it's
I think
awesome.
Batman. If they did one with Batman and Robin and Superman, I'd go. That was
And
great, but it's still not better
Every
than that.
sitcom on the face of the planet that has run more than 5 years has a Christmas Carol paint on
edgy,
it.
every
at some
TGIF
point.
Yeah.
TV show.
Exactly. But the best moment in the George C. Scott Christmas Carol is Edward Woodward talking down fucking Scrooge, and when he's like, will Tiny Tim live? And he's like, no, but if he does die, then he should do so and decrease the surplus population. He's like, well, you're just using my own words against me. And that's generally where it ends in most Christmas Carol versions, but he just looks at me and he's like, yes, and the next time that you see fit to speak upon the surplus population, pretty much you should understand what that surplus population is, and perhaps in the sight of God that this man and his poor child are far, far more worthy of life than your miserable fucking existence.
Yep.
It's like, oh God.
Sorry, I just woke up. What was that?
I'd like to throw out there that this new version is actually not half bad at all. I know a lot of people are standoffish from it. You're like, I don't want to see Disney's Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey.
Fuck that version.
It's actually a pretty good movie. It's pretty fun.
I'm gonna have to go just because I'm a completist, but I just don't like Jim Carrey.
I have
and,
severe allergy to Jim
Really,
yeah.
nothing like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, I can
The
tamp
Truman Show?
I can tamp it down for.
Ace
I didn't really like the
Ventura,
Truman Show.
The
Mem
Mask.
up his
The
ass.
Mask. I
The
know.
Living
this-
Color.
He's been in
Fuck
lots
him.
of good stuff. Really, you
Earth
know,
Girls are
Yeah,
easy.
but generally they're good. In
You're
my
not
opinion,
helping,
they're good in
Grant.
spite of him.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the man is capable. I think the man is talented, but he does the same thing that Robin Williams does, which he falls back upon the character that makes him famous.
Oh no, Yes
And-
Man was good.
I like Yes Man. Okay.
You know,
I just wouldn't call it among his classics. That's all.
it-
I think that was more one of his like fill-in comedies that he does.
I think when he does stuff that he wants to be serious about, he is phenomenal. I mean, Eternal Sunshine. I can't imagine anybody else in
no,
that role.
I think he was great in that.
And-
but yeah, I mean, you know,
and he's actually really good. In fact, in a
and
Christmas
his
Carol,
English accent is, you've got to be fair, wretched.
I don't know. I'm watching him like it didn't for a minute. In fact, I haven't heard
okay.
anybody even say that
Okay.
before now. I'm like, you're watching, you're like, this is a fun little movie. It is pretty close to Dickens' original stuff. I mean,
No, I'll give it a
cuts
chance
out
then.
segments, but it's
Well, yeah,
you know,
obviously.
I mean, you have to you have to look and see that it's overall getting really good reviews. And there's a reason
I do
for
want
that.
to catch
So-
the IMAX, just if nothing else, to see like I was lucky enough to see a preview of Sherlock Holmes recently, and just anything that takes me back to Victorian London, because I'm a vampire and I used to live in Victorian London. I don't know, but anything that evokes that, I'm there. I find that period of history very fascinating.
Now, I
So-
will say this: after having seen Avatar, that whole period when with what's his name, the director,
James
no, Robert Zemeckis, who does the Christmas Carol and Beowulf and all that. That period when you could get away with the zombie-looking CG people,
Yeah.
that's over, dude.
Yeah.
It's lucky they got Christmas Carol out when they did that. I think that's why they pushed it up in its release
Probably
time.
so.
Because after Avatar, it's like, man, this game has changed completely.
Which I'm looking forward to, you know, and I know there are a lot of people out there that are just going to be like, oh, well, this is going to kill, you know, regular actors. It's
I'm
just
excited
gonna be
No,
great.
no,
too.
no.
And I'm
I
just
think
like,
it's gonna
that's,
be great.
That's bullshit.
I think it's gonna be.
You little bastard!
I know this is coming at a point, guys, where like these guys haven't seen this yet. I think only of this whole group, only I've seen it, and Leon's seen it, who isn't here right now. But Grant's been like talking shit the whole time, and then it's got to the point where the critic reviews are coming out, and
whole
they're
time.
overwhelmingly going, "This is
Are
amazing."
you the guy who's been calling them Smurfs meets
Smurfs riding on
Ferngully.
battle cats. Yeah,
Retarded
Smurfs and
was the
Ferngully.
word.
Somebody called them Thunder Smurfs, I think is what I've heard.
It's just they blew people. I only had
So
the
your
trailer
issue
to base
is
judge
that
off
they're
of, as
blue.
did you guys, and so I took the opposite opinion.
So, Grant, what
That's
are
what I
your
thought.
favorite holiday specials?
Oh, okay. Yes.
What are your favorite times you've had to eat
You know-
shit? I'm sorry,
The-
holiday specials. Yeah.
There's a few things the Brits do right. It's not food, mind you, but
Actually,
I think-
real holiday pudding is incredible.
I
they
like
do-
mushy peas.
they do Christmas specials a lot on their shows, and
You're
two
right.
of the best shows they've done are by Ricky Gervais.
Yes,
and
they
they are the Office and Extras, and both shows have had Christmas specials, which were just incredible as season finale or series finales.
Yeah, the way they ended
And
it.
I mean, I would like to say The Office was the best, but then I saw the Extras with him. He's on Big Brother, and he just has this breakdown revelation that is just brilliant about how people are whores in society about celebrityism. And the show is it's one of the most beautiful Christmas specials I've seen. I mean, it's not really necessarily so Christmas themed, but he releases it during Christmas.
The amazing thing about both those shows at that point is that they had made the main character that Gervais played into such an unsympathetic point. That he was such an ultra douchebag that is, even though both shows started off with you kind of sympathetic to him, like, yes, he's a loser, but he's like a you feel bad for him loser. Both those shows get to that point where you don't feel bad for him anymore. And then the Christmas special redeems it totally. Both those Christmas specials start off with making it even worse.
Yeah.
Like upgrading everything to a point where you're like, man, I'm miserable even watching this. It's so like hard to see things get worse and worse. And then somehow through Gervais's writing and performance, he makes up at the end where you feel warm and Christmassy.
The guy is comedic genius. I mean, it's one of those defining things between the American version and the British version, where the British version was unsympathetic in its portrayal of their version of Michael Scott, which was David Brent. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Brent just being a complete shithead boss who would say every inappropriate thing at any opportunity, and yet they turn it around on its ear, like you said, and at the very end, it's so good. Anyone who likes The Office, watch the BBC version, watch extras, you'll love it even more.
Yeah, it's different, but it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to mention the Doctor Who Christmas special with the first appearance of David Tennant.
Yes, that was very nice. Didn't you, Kristen and Bo, just watched that,
We
right?
just finished that one the other day.
Was that one of the Dalek ones? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it.
No, but it did
No.
have a weaponized Christmas tree, which was
Oh,
fucking
that's
awesome.
right.
Oh yeah, it's the regeneration episodes. It's the first one David Tennant is in.
Okay.
No, the entire episode. He's not even there most of the time.
He's
He's
in bed.
he's really sick for the most part.
'Cause
And
he's
then
regenerating.
at the very end, the aliens are like speaking you can't understand what they're saying, and then just as they're talking, it's like they go to English, like, what? I'm not speaking English, and the doctor just walks out, like, what'd I miss? And then he just kicks all kinds of ass, and just like, oh my god. And he totally just owns that role. Oh, I love that.
That is pretty awesome. I concur with you.
And are we just doing specials, or can we go into
Yeah,
movies
you do
as
whatever
well?
you want. We're just
Okay.
talking Christmas.
Die Hard,
Christmas!
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I mean, I'd love to
Bam.
say Die Hard 2, but
Shut up,
I mean,
Grant. Just don't.
is it really a
It's-
Christmas
It's
movie?
actually shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's just the word.
come on,
It's
guys.
Christmas. I
Is it
kinda
really
wanna
a
be
Christmas
generous,
movie?
but
I mean, it's easily the go-to one for all us action fans because it's like, oh, it kind of takes place during Christmas, and there's that one scene where he has that guy with the hat on. But at the
It's
same
more
time,
than that. It's more than that because it's about that reunion between him and
At
his
the
wife.
Christmas party.
To the Christmas party. It's about like regaining trust between him and his wife and that
And
love
killing
coming back.
terrorists.
And thank you, killing
Shooting
terrorists.
Eurotrash in the
But-
head.
But there's a Christmas movie which is really centered around the idea of the Christmas theme, and then there's one that has it just in the background as like, oh, this is taking place during Christmas time.
Hey, but it has
I-
the dad from Family Matters,
I
right?
think there's something.
Carl. Is that
Oh,
the guy's name?
really?
I think there's
Shooting
something
the
to
shit.
be said for movies that don't happen, to deal with specifically with Christmas, but that you watch around Christmas time. I mean, I remember for a couple of years there, they would always show all three original Star Wars movies back to back on Christmas. I used to watch
As
that.
they should.
As they should, and generally, at least at some point during the holidays, either around Thanksgiving or around Christmas, I tend to watch all the extended editions Lord of the Ring movies, and that's a great tradition, and that's kind of what Christmas is about, is tradition.
Okay.
Stands for mine.
The best Christmas movie is Die Hard. The second best is Lethal Weapon.
Well, I
The
guess
third best
So
is It's a Wonderful
violence
Life. Distant
is
third.
is your holiday theme. I'm getting.
I guess my point was just
What's
that
wrong with that?
those are the easy scapegoats when you're able to say favorite Christmas movie, but if you wanted to say favorite Christmas movie that's actually really centered around the theme of Christmas itself, you can't just go to those. I mean, then
But-
mine would be easily like It's a Wonderful Life or something.
Yeah, but It's a Wonderful Life does take place during
But
Christmas.
it takes during Christmas
But
time, but
it's
it's not
that
about
theme.
Christmas.
Yeah, but
Right,
what's your
right.
what's
No,
your
Kayla's
ruling?
absolutely right.
What's your ruling or your definition about
Yeah.
what that means, whether it's about Christmas or not? Like my favorite is The Ref, which is one of those films that takes place on Christmas Day. But are they talking about Christmas?
So good.
Not really. It's
Christmas
about
movies
family
are so
shit. It
good.
really doesn't have anything.
All
to do
right,
with
I don't know what the
Christmas.
hell I'm talking about.
I'm just saying that,
Just
like,
feed me more beer.
I mean, what do you want? Does it have to have Frosty the
He
Snowman
wants
or
Christmas
Santa
at the
Claus in it?
Cranks.
Kristen?
I'd
He
like
wants
to answer
Christmas
the
in the
question.
title.
My three favorites are the original Disney's Christmas Carol with the Ducks, because my sister and I watched that religiously, and we fucking loved it when Scrooge is flying over the city, and he looks down and he goes, "Day!" I don't know why, but I fucking love it when he goes, "Day!"
Is that the one where he has a snowball fight with his nephews?
Yeah, at the end, I think so.
They're making snowballs into ice like cannons and like shooting them at him.
Well, no, it's Christmas Carol only with ducks. I don't know if he does that. Second one, the original The Grinch.
Yeah.
And I mean the
With
animated
Boris
one. With
fucking
Boris
Karloff
Hell yeah.
doing the dialogue, which is the way it should be.
Love it. And then it's, Charlie Brown Christmas. I love that because I fucking love the Snoopy dance. Love the Snoopy dance.
Oh, who doesn't love it? That gives me the chills. The Snoopy dance gives me the
It's
chills.
the Snoopy dance. You have to love it. And, I still going, loo, 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 loo.
And that was the first one.
That's one of the best soundtracks of all time is Vince Guaraldi's Charlie Brown's Christmas.
It's just, I can't have Christmas.
All right, you know what?
That.
The best Christmas movie? Bob Clark's Black Christmas.
No, it beats
Wait,
that
you
one.
said that wasn't earlier.
Christmas
remember?
Evil.
I changed my mind. No, Christmas Evil sucks. God,
Christmas Evil's so good.
Oh,
Christmas
boy.
Evil is so boring.
You're so
boy.
boring.
Deadly
Oh my
debate.
God.
Fight.
Did a deadly debate just break out here?
I gotta say,
I think we just heard Kayla's expletive.
What?
I gotta say, even though it's become trite because now they always do it in
Silent
marathon
Night.
form, but A Christmas Story with Peter Billingsley may just be the ultimate Christmas movie at this point.
That was my movie.
Yeah, it's definitely Miracle on 34th Street. It's definitely up there with It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Genius.
What I love about it is, I was like in that post baby boom generation, and I watched that. I was able to watch that with my parents, and they were like, "I remember that. That was Christmas." And when the little kid is, like zipped up in the snowsuit and he can't put his arms down, my parents were just like, "Oh yeah, I remember those. They were horrible.
I
They were
like
awful."
the Tin Man.
Yeah, exactly. It was just so many things, and it just like it let me relate to my parents in this
And now
great
you
way.
can watch it on loop on TLC for 38 hours
Indeed.
straight.
Yep.
On the Learning Channel. What?
Well, there
Jack
is
Frost.
at least one, maybe two. I could be wrong, but there is at least one sequel to A Christmas Story.
That
There's
sounds
two.
horrible.
There are two. Okay,
I
I
think-
thought so.
Isn't
I
it
tried to
Jerry
pretend those
Connell
don't
or whatever
exist.
his name is.
Jerry
that guy
Connell? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
he was the.
Mr.
kid.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Miss
How
The
terrifying.
fat kid from
They're not married
Stand By
Stand
Me.
by me. Yeah.
They're not married anymore. Wait.
Wait. No, you're saying John Stamos
Well,
was married.
yeah.
But then
Rebecca
Jerry
Romaine
Connell is
Stamos,
now with
yeah.
her, so now he's Jerry
She's
Stamos.
Rebecca
or
Romaine
Jerry
Stamos.
She is
Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine Connell.
She kept
Yes.
both last
No.
names.
But Kayla
is
said
Jerry
Jack,
Stamos
I want to know.
now.
Kayla said Jack Frost. You talking about the horror film where Megan Frost or
Oh,
Megan?
that's Frostbite. Sorry, but
Are you
yeah.
talking about the Michael Keaton production?
Both.
Jack Frost.
No,
Okay.
no. You're
No,
talking
they're
about
both
Jack,
called
no.
Jack Frost.
She's
There's
talking
two.
about if I
Yeah.
may be
There's
so
a Jack
bold.
Frost with the mean teeth.
You're
and
talking
then there's
about-
Jack Frost with the smile.
Who's the
You're-
celebrity who gets raped to death by a carrot in that? And
It's
by
Ameri-
Which is the one with the heat
it's Shan-
miser and the cold miser?
Is it? Isn't that Megan Fox who's the
No,
one who gets raped in
what?
that?
No, she was like 10 years old when that
Oh,
movie
was
came
she?
out.
Okay, I don't know. I've never
no,
seen it.
it was Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth.
She gets raped by Jack Frost.
Frosty the
and
Snowman.
nothing really
in
says
the shower.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays like a good old fashioned rape.
In fact, we're going to show that
That's
right
what
now.
That's what Leon's grandmother always
We're going to
said.
do an impression of that. Okay, Bo, you go ahead and you play the snowman, and I'll play Shannon Elizabeth.
I'm going to kill you.
But what? No, why would you do that? I'm Shannon. I was just an American Pie.
No, I wasn't playing along with your suggestion. I'm going to kill you.
Fuck. You're no fun at all.
Can I rate? Can I rate this film?
I even
Fuck you.
I even brought a carrot.
Oh God!
I fell over. I dropped it.
Cyrus, if you're really into that,
I hate
No,
carrots
so
now.
It's over now. It's over now. The moment has passed.
I don't want night vision anymore.
I have to give a shout out to all of the Rankin Bass various Christmas
Hells
specials.
yeah.
Like even the really weird, obscure one, which I have to bring up because I've seen it a
Well,
thousand
we
times.
should bring up the famous one for people who don't know what the fuck we're talking about is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes, that's the big one, and then of course there's
There's the one that tells the life history of Santa Claus.
the life life and adventures of Santa Claus, adapted from Frank Oz's book, is fucking
What,
weird.
do you mean Frank L. Baum? Or...
Oh, I'm not Frank Oz. Yeah,
Yeah,
Frank
I
L.
was like,
Baum.
Make a mistake, I think you have.
I never understood why people like Rudolph better than that one. I love the Santa Claus one so much more.
But one of the weird, obscure ones, and I beseech you to seek this out, it is so weird, is the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold.
That
you actually
sounds
sat through
bizarro.
That
Yeah.
sounds racist to me.
Is that with Warwick Davis?
Yeah, exactly. I have seen it more times than I care to mention, and yeah, it's all about the leprechauns protecting the Christmas gold from the banshee, and it's just.
Oh
this-
yeah, no, the Banshee's fucking terrifying.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
mixing your holidays. It's all wrong.
I know, no, it is bizarre, but there's
It's like everybody at Rankin Bass got drunk on March 17th. You know it'd be great? We make a Christmas special this year with Christmas gold and leprechauns.
yeah, and it's got its own insidiously catchy soundtrack.
I want to see Bo and Jason's Leprechaun Christmas special. I think that's
the
something
hood.
we might
In the hood.
in the hood. That's something we
You
might
know,
need to see.
I'm sure we can save everybody a lot of film and money and just take a still photo of a pool of vomit.
And just say, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
From
everybody.
Bo and Jason.
You're always after me, Lucky Charms.
and Bo and I are only wearing stockings.
And in a place you don't even want to know.
Our dicks.
Why is the
Or you
guard?
can know, I guess. You can
He
just
didn't really
put it
need
out
the
there.
Why is the guard speaking Spanish, Jason?
You're like some sort of weird nightmare of the Red Hot Chili Peppers in the 80s. I don't
That
know what
reminds
that
me
is.
of the time when Bo and I woke up in Juarez. Oh man, it was Christmas Day.
Are you a leprechaun, Guardy Guard? You're short. What are
I
you
ended
gonna
up-
do about it?
Aren't you a little old to be believing in leprechauns, my lad?
Oh shit!
I woke up with the funniest fucking tattoo.
Is it a picture of Bo?
Has anybody ever said that and been serious? I
Yeah.
woke up with the funniest tattoo.
No.
I knew a guy. Okay, I knew a guy when
It's,
I was growing up.
always in a monotone. When those words are spoken, it's always in a monotone.
When I was in my early party days, and I say when I was growing up, I mean that literally was like 14, 15, who had gotten good at like the homemade tattoos, the India ink bottle, and just doing it with the needle on people.
Because that's a good idea, kids.
It's not a
Don't
good idea.
do that, kids.
Just be clear, this bad idea. I don't know anybody who didn't regret
If you want to
this.
get
You're
Leog
professional.
across your four knuckles, we will not judge you.
But so he was doing lots of like DK and anarchy symbols on people's arms. And this one guy, real drunk, named Albert one night said, I want you to put an L on my left hand and an R on my right hand.
It's Love and Rockets.
Okay, and this guy wasn't real bright
I think
to
I know where
begin
this is
with.
going.
So he goes, no, oh, do you? I'll be curious to know where you think this is going but later. But so he does this. He tattoos a giant L and R on his left and right hands. I so wish he had done it backwards. That
Yes,
would've been
that's where I was
awesome.
hoping the story
No,
was
no,
going.
no, he did not.
damn.
But like this guy was like, oh well, I've never been so drunk to think that was a good idea. Hell, I've been never so drunk to think a tattoo from some homemade guy with a bottle of India ink was a good idea.
I
period.
have.
But
In fact, I've been drunk enough to think that it would be really funny if you tattooed the chemical symbol for the element boron on my hand.
That was-
and that's how that got there.
My
That
sister
was a
has her
great
best
night, though.
friend's handprint tattooed on her butt.
Yay!
that's bizarre.
How old
Kayla's
is
story wins.
But wait,
Oh,
I'm not
bad.
done. I'm not done.
Okay.
All right, so we made fun of this guy for years about this. And lots of people get early tattoos that they feel bad about later and get cover-ups. I see this guy years later, and he has changed his L and R to a giant, elaborate...
Cyrus, that's a great story, but can we hear about the handprint on the ad?
To a
please?
Shut up, Kanye!
to a giant, elaborate, gothic L and R on his hands. No, he doesn't
Nice.
cover it up with something cool. He just makes them even bigger and more ornate, so more people know he can't tell the difference between which hand is which.
My advice for Leog listeners: wait till you're about 25 before you start putting any ink on your body.
Before you even consider it.
I don't know.
because believe
My
me,
dad is
you're-
55 and he has a cross wearing an American flag trench coat, and I think it's pretty dumb.
Wait, he has
Wait a
a
minute. You just said a cross wearing a American flag trench coat.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about like okay whoa let us imagine like so an animated crucifix decided that hey I'm a crucifix I want to put on an overcoat and I'd like one that looks like an American flag, and he put that on, and then your dad was like, great image, and he tattooed it on his arm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to-
Awesome!
I think we should
How
make
can
a,
that be a bad thing?
we
That
can make
doesn't
a detective series.
I was
out of
about to
that.
say, we've got so many cartoonists here, we gotta fucking, come on. Make a whole
I
series
just
of that.
have a new idea for the new Punisher movie.
all of you Spill and Leog listeners, pay close attention. Let me be a cautionary tale in that think long and hard. When I say long, I mean like a couple of years about what you want your tattoo to be. Otherwise, you will end up like me with a Quantum Leap tattoo on your ass.
Oh,
All
really?
right, I'm
You're
starting
my
a
hero
pool.
now.
I'm
Oh
starting.
my goodness.
I'm starting a pool right now. Insofar as some people that
No, that's-
like some people that like comics listen to our podcast, and some people who write comics know those people. How long do you think it's going to take before Grant Morrison's new villain is a crucifix wearing an American flag trench coat? It's just a matter of time.
No,
That's
like
true.
Quantum Leap has come up 3 times today, and I'm like,
Jason, at least you don't have a hero's tramp stamp on you like me.
Hey, Kayla, you want to go? You want to come back in the back room and let me show you Ziggy?
This must mean something,
so
Kayla.
sad.
This
I'll
must
match
mean
my
something.
owl tattoo.
That reminds me of the time where I almost got Kit from Knight Rider tattooed on the back of my head. But, I didn't think that was too cool back. You didn't
There's
want
nothing
but I
wrong
was
with getting
an 8-bit
tattoos from
loser.
80s things we loved.
I don't know.
Shut it.
The boy I date does have a Deadly Spawn tattoo, but
Wow,
before
the
he
deadly spawn. I just saw
But
that.
only,
Why
but
would
only
you
one,
even-
folks.
Why would you tattoo that on your body, much less keep a copy of the DVD in your house? I had
she's
it. I
giving
read
you
it.
a
It
look,
went.
Cyrus.
I went. This is really funny.
Oh, you made
Get
me
it
sad.
out.
Ixnay on the unspay iris say.
I'm just fucking with you. I know it's your favorite movie, Kayla.
Oh my God, you made Kayla cry.
Kayla, guess what? I fucking love that movie.
I
alright?
we saw it together.
Hey,
we saw it
Yeah,
together.
we watched it
Yeah.
together. Yeah, and I'd
The
never
only
seen it
problem
before.
Kayla,
with
guess
the
what?
tattoo-
There are over like 200 people that listen to this podcast that would be willing to kill Cyrus right now.
200. Our
Just-
count is like 1,400.
Well, I know, but I'm just
But
doing
out of
division.
them, only 200 like Deadly Spawn.
Yeah, that's
But I
You
love
guys
Deadly
are like
Spawn.
the number 8 rated show
hey,
of all time.
I'm gonna
I'm just
agree-
dividing
Hey,
total.
wait.
I'm
What's
dividing
Kayla saying?
total listenership by possibility of homicide. I'm just
Kayla,
saying.
my
The
instinct
point
is to.
is
Got an
that
algorithm.
as beautiful as the tattoo is to me, to people who don't know what it is, it looks like 3 penises with teeth.
Well, that's what they look like in them.
I thought that was the point.
On his arm.
That is the scariest tattoo ever.
You know what? If it looked just like the ending of that movie where they're like all huge and you see like you see the houses.
Yeah.
and the oversized.
Kayla, my instinct is to take the piss out of people. To be honest, we had a great time watching.
No, that was
movie.
I've
so-
I'd never seen that.
Jason.
I had never seen that film, and I was just in
Yeah,
I
that
was
movie-
just in awe of that fucking film.
That movie's fucking horrible, Kayla.
Not as much as
No,
you
I
were
just-
as the untold story.
The Untold Story, another Christmas gem. Right? Yeah, when you see children, little children, like 8 kids. I think we watched 8 kids being like brutally murdered.
It was
on,
awesome.
on your LCD, and it was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it's
it was a
pretty
magic moment.
Yeah.
Yes. All we were missing were Happy Meals when we were watching that.
All kids getting murdered.
It was
fucking
crazy.
beautiful.
Anyway.
How
All
about
right.
how about Favorite Christmas Carol? Because mine personally is Christmas with the Devil by Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Well,
Fantastic song.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
You took me by
my
surprise. I don't know.
my favorite Christmas Carol is the 2 versions of White Christmas. One done by David Bowie and Bing Crosby.
Oh, that one is good.
The
Yes,
se- the-
great choice. Great
the
choice.
second done, the same song done by the Monarch and Dr. Mrs. the Monarch for the holiday special that the Venture Brothers put out a couple of years ago.
I always love it when David Bowie like cuts in. He goes, "Peace on earth, let it be."
I'm the way.
All right,
I loved it when Bing Crosby left at the end and said, "Thanks, Dad. I'm gonna go beat my kids now."
Yeah, isn't it strange how that video starts? Like I think David Bowie's just wandering around and
Well,
knocks on the
'cause
door,
Bing
right?
Crosby doesn't know who Bowie is at all. He's like, who's this kid?
Hey,
What?
excuse me.
David
I've
Bowie
been
from
wandering around the
Labyrinth?
neighborhood aimlessly, and I was just wondering if you have any cocaine. See you then.
My favorite Christmas song is "Blue Christmas" by Elvis.
Yes, it is.
I believe you performed that at karaoke. Didn't
No,
you?
no, I
You
didn't.
did something close to it.
Well, yeah, probably, but no, my mother would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every fucking day.
And make him fetch her scarves and water, just like Elvis.
Yes. But she would crank that. That was my alarm clock growing up. Was Blue Christmas at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Every day or Christmas?
Every day, like a
Holiday
couple of days
season.
before Thanksgiving.
So you're like listening to Blue Christmas in July?
Most between like mid-November all the way until
God,
like,
I know why you like horror so much
like
now.
Valentine's.
I have a similar story. My dad, it's not Christmas season until he's heard the Beach Boys' Little Saint Nick. And let me tell you how sick I am of Little Saint Nick. It's not Christmas till I hear Little Saint Nick. You're a dork.
I actually, even the songs that I'm like tolerant of or even liked originally, I can't take anymore. I'm like, you know what? It's just, I
Don't
live
come
long
in my
enough now.
classroom right now.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I just can't
Christmas on
well,
repeat.
they're kids. It's new to them. For me, it's like, okay, this is not new. It's old. The
love
only
it.
song I even want to hear anymore is Christmas for Hitler in Germany.
No, my favorite Christmas song these days is, of course, Pearl Jam. I know. They sing
What?
a song. No, there's a song called "Let Me Sleep. It's Christmas Time."
What?
Basically, it's like, leave me the fuck alone. At least let me sleep in on Christmas Day.
Okay. All right,
I do
heard
love the Animal from the Muppets version of Jingle Bells.
Mama!
Which they pretty much copy in that recent Bohemian
Yeah,
Rhapsody
Bohemian
Yes, they
thing
do.
too. Yeah, but
Yeah, I was somewhere the other day and I heard like an all adult choir singing "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth," which is very disturbing when you hear adults saying that. I'm like, how'd you lose your teeth in a bar fight? Like, you're too old to sing this song.
They lost their teeth during an episode of Leog.
there any
Too
sur-
much meth? What?
Is there
What?
any
To be
surprise?
fair, it was the Appalachian Boys Choir.
is there any surprise I still kind of like?
Oh my god. No, my mom owns a fucking Jingle Cats tape. And believe me, I wanted to throw that tape on the roof so many goddamn times.
Yeah, I was kidding. As much as I love cats, I never want to hear that.
No,
again.
my family owns it. Besides
Can I let the world know my favorite Christmas song of all time is the Run DMC Christmas?
Oh,
Yes,
yes!
baby!
Oh my god! You're so right. I can't believe that skipped past me.
Hell yeah.
No, that is genuinely one of the great Christmas songs of all
that.
time.
Yeah. I love the video. I have to watch the video every year.
And I have to prompt Bo about one of the greatest Christmas cartoons of all time. He introduced this to me last year.
He-Man She-Ra Christmas special?
No.
All right!
If you want to hear a really great, will not drive you crazy, will not hear it anywhere else but where it's intended for, watch the JLA, the Justice League of
It's
America, Unlimited Season 1, where Clark Kent, Superman, takes the Martian Manhunter back home to Kansas for Christmas. And you get to hear Martian Christmas carols, and they're utterly lovely. So,
And that
It's
means
actually
love
a
and Martian.
really touching episode. Despite Cyrus's caterwauling.
Hey, do you know what another Christmas episode, speaking of Batman and the Justice League, I think it was the last season.
the last season,
of Batman, yeah.
they do 3 vignettes. They're
Yeah.
all Christmas oriented, and they're all fucking awesome.
I love the last one where it's just the last shot you see Batman going into a diner with Commissioner
Yeah.
Gordon, and they're just sitting down shooting the shit, drinking a
And
cup of coffee.
there's another one where Robin gets him to finally watch It's a Wonderful Life, which he's never watched. which
I
is
like
awesome.
the one where the Joker actually sings a song about Batman smells.
Christmas
was-
with the Joker is one of the first ones they ever actually ran.
That was
And
first
it's
season,
fucking awesome.
right?
Yeah.
Jingle bells, Batman smells.
In fact, we should
Robin
watch
Leg,
that
hey.
we should watch that after this recording session is done. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I feel like there was a Moonlighting Christmas episode I'm forgetting about somehow. But I don't know.
That train was derailed.
You know, apparently
I
when
gotta
you
get
started
laid after
singing,
this
when
show.
you started singing that kitty song, everything in your brain basically went to meow 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 meow.
What's wrong with that? I don't
nothing.
understand.
So I was wondering, it's Christmas Day for the listeners, and as you already pointed out, they aren't liking their families. They want to get away.
They should go to Krispy Kreme and
Krispy
buy
Kreme?
all their filled gingerbread donuts that
Look,
they can to last them for the next year
Kayla,
because it's going
our
away.
listeners are fat enough and have enough health
Oh
problems
my
as it is.
goodness. I could like
Wow.
As are the Leog members.
I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. I am fit and trim.
There's Cyrus with his
sorry for
Christmas.
derailing you,
Krispy
Mr.
Kreme.
Grant.
They're all listeners going.
I'd shut it off, but I'm too tired. I can't reach that
Yeah.
far.
I was wondering.
Leog listeners, don't be offended because we are just as out of shape
Yeah.
as you are. I get winded trying to dry myself off out of the shower.
You know, when did you should have seen Grant earlier when he ran to go get his computer and he came back. He was looking like Fred Sanford. I was like, well, what the hell, dude? Did you get mugged?
What the hell, co-host? Jason's was a joke. You did not say a real thing.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Damn.
I'm sorry. We talk about the land of make believe here.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, you guys. I mean, we've talked about TV shows, we've talked about movies, we've talked about what we want for Christmas. Do y'all have any really like crazy Christmas memories of like funny fucking stories of weird shit that happened during
Yes.
Well,
Christmas
what I
time?
was trying
Yes,
to
I
get
do.
to
Sorry.
was I was gonna ask what. It doesn't matter. Never mind.
No, it,
And yet, it does matter.
I was gonna ask what are good movies that these kids who don't want to be in their house could go see right now that are in the theaters, because I know you've seen some of them right now.
I've seen them all.
Avatar, it rules.
Okay, go see Avatar next
Were
question.
you there?
Sorry.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
I wasn't invited.
You could have gone.
I couldn't.
Yes,
come
you
on,
could've.
you're the co-host. You
Oh.
could have gotten
Wait,
in.
what time? What time did they play it?
It doesn't matter at this point, does it?
I was busy.
It was in the middle of the day.
Middle of the day?
Well, no, it was
What?
like 11 to like 4. Or
I have
whatever it ended.
vampire hours. I don't do anything during the day. Sorry.
Okay, so I do actually have a crazy Christmas memory of, and it was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly, but it was me and my two brothers, my two younger brothers, about 4 years younger than me. We waited up for Santa to show up, and we were all armed. And we were going to...
Welcome to Texas, ladies and gentlemen.
We were...
Kill and get that bastard.
Yeah,
He
we
had
all...
his rail gun set up at the chimney, pointing right at it.
We all had
What the
pellet
fuck?
guns, but I had easy access to a .22 rifle, and so we set up, and I pretty much passed out watching Cinemax After Dark.
Jason, is your last name Menendez by any chance?
So basically, you masturbated yourself into a coma, and nobody got any presents.
I
No,
just
no, we were-
confused you. Your idea was like, this guy keeps sneaking to our house all the time and leaving us gifts. We should totally put a cap in his
No,
house.
no, the whole thing was we were
Dude,
going-
he's got a bag of presents. Hello.
exactly. We're gonna kill him and take everything,
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
And then your dad came dressed as Santa.
and we
That
shot
was the
him.
last time
that
you ever saw your dad
explains a
alive.
lot. Really.
It certainly explains Jason's weird story about never getting anything for Christmas other than charcoal.
No,
I like that long pause. That was lovely.
Oh,
That was a Carlisle-esque
that was
pause,
telling
huh?
and almost tear-laden.
What is this? A couple of cold ones? What's going on?
No, I feel
You
bad.
can do, man, you can make coal into toys. What are you talking about? Man, that's awesome. No, we made a car out of coal and a sled.
I did lots of charcoal drawings of my dead father.
Well,
He wasn't even dead yet, which was ironic. But in the pictures,
Here's
he
how
was.
you look,
It's
old
hard
man.
to represent blood with charcoal.
Well, you use enough of it.
But yeah, waiting up for my dad or for Santa Claus to shoot him so that we could take his loot.
Kayla, I know you've got a good Christmas story. I know you do. You're just dying to tell it.
I don't know about that. But, I don't know, because I was really, really poor growing up. So, like, I don't know. Mine always come off as kind of sad, I guess. Like,
You're
because-
poor like Kenny from South Park?
You pull, Kenny. You pull.
Yeah, so like my like most excited, like I come down and under the Christmas tree is a microwave full of like microwavable Chef Boyardee like name brand raviolis for the microwave, and we were so excited.
You got ravioli for Christmas?
It was like
God
so
damn, you were
exciting
like
for
Grace Rathford.
She's the John Bender of Leon.
Was the microwave also part of the gift?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Okay, all
the
right.
microwave and all
Oh,
this-
the microwave,
and
okay.
coming out of the microwave
I
was
thought
all
you
the
just got.
ravioli.
I thought you just got Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Yo, slurp up, Johnny.
I know what I'm getting for you, sir.
Hey, I'd be happy with that. I love Chef Boyardee.
Oh man.
That's good. In
Well,
fact, you know, it's actually come just off the. I just read this the other day. His name was like Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
like an
it's
Italian
like
name.
B-O-I-A-R-D-I.
Can you say that again?
Yeah. It's like it was actually a name that they turned into an Americanized
RD.
Yeah,
version.
he phonetically spelled it because he didn't want people to mispronounce his name. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't care if they spell it right, but I want him to say it right.
Kind of funny, and that's still the picture of the guy on the.
Yeah,
on the,
no,
the can, the original
that's so, and,
guy.
and
he
he
is real?
Oh no,
Yeah, he
he's
is real,
the guy
yeah.
that kind of invented like, you know, that idea of a take-home meal in a can.
Yeah.
Because he had a restaurant and people would come in like on weekends and they'd be like, hey, could you, you know, I really want to come here the next night, but I've got some friends and they're staying at my place and blah blah blah. And he's like, well, I'll fix you I'll fix you a kit. And so he got like dry spaghetti and sauce and put it in a jar and like, you know, all the stuff.
I feel so sad for my
I
customers.
feel so sad
I-
for you. You
I
take
got to give them
Actually-
a homemade meal.
taking this home.
Actually,
and,
it
Put it
sounded-
in the can.
Actually, it sounded like me to schmurgy burgy burgy schmurgy burgy.
that's
Swedish,
the Swedish
but he's
chef,
Swedish,
and
though.
that is the Swedish chef, and what co-host is doing is Chico Marx.
Yes.
So, but yeah, he started
confused.
doing that, and then people were like, "Hey, let's market this," and eventually it came to where he'd can the whole meal
And load our public's hearts with sodium.
Exactly, but
Merry
back then
Christmas,
people
everyone.
only lived to 40 years old. So
Take it home.
They died happy.
Don't lick at the can. You may cut your tongue.
So do you guys have any weird Christmas rituals that you do from leftover from childhood, stuff that not everybody does, but you're like, you know, I love this. That my family used to.
I
do this.
usually pee in the milk when Santa's, getting ready to come and drink milk. And, I think it's kind of funny. That's me, but.
And that's not even mildly surprising. This is why I didn't show up to your Christmas party last year. And
Well,
this is why everyone left.
That
in
ain't
an
eggnog
ambulance.
you drinking, pal.
Other than the family members taking the points around the house that represent the inverted pentagram and chanting backwards in Latin, no.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. I thought
Everybody does that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have one from my mom that I thought was pretty cute. My mom, very Catholic family, and they had their little nativity set that they set up. But they quickly realized that the three kings don't arrive at the nativity until, 12 days after actual Christmas?
Yep.
So what she and her brother thought would be super fun was to take the three kings from the nativity and put them way at the end of the hallway. And every morning they wake up and move the kings slightly closer to the nativity because it was
We do that in
it
our
was the
family.
50s, so that's what you did for fun. So
Our
I thought that was
Christmas
a cute
is
story.
January 6th.
You're ruining Christmas.
Yeah,
Santa
it's
Claus
true.
comes on 25th, but family Christmas is the 6th.
Really? Is that like religiously based or is that
Yeah,
just
it's
traditionally based?
Epiphany. It's called Epiphany.
Yeah,
in
it's
in
That's
Europe,
Catholic.
that's when.
Is that Greek Orthodox or
It's Catholic. It's Catholic.
Catholic. I'm
Because
Episcopalian.
by the way,
Santa Claus comes when?
Santa Claus comes on the 25th, so you get to open Santa Claus's
Catholic.
presents on
I've never
Christmas
heard
Day.
of this.
But
well, that's because
But
you're
my
all
fa-
going to hell.
my family
I
is
guess nobody got that joke.
European, and
I got that joke.
It's Catholic Episcopalian Church, which, by the way, Epiphany is when Mardi Gras season actually officially
yeah,
starts.
you get Jesus cake.
So we
And
start
you're gonna eat little
fucking.
babies. in
Jesus
your
did
cake.
what? Oh, he ate cake.
And
But
find
yeah.
out who's the king.
Yeah, where I'm from, that's where you start fucking drinking from morning, noon till night, and you keep drinking till about March or April.
I do remember that
Cajuns.
my dad would always give me an empty box for Christmas and I look inside and he said, yeah, there's God.
My favorite representation of Santa Claus is in the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Because he's a big kitty.
No, because he brings everyone weapons. He's like, here, Merry Christmas. Here's a bow and arrow.
Yeah, if only the Christians on Earth could be militant.
Oh, wait.
Here's a sword. Go kill that bitch.
You know what? Growing up, we had a nativity set that was carved from wood, and it was real cute and all, but the baby Jesus looked like Frankenstein. And every time we set the nativity set, I'm like, why does Jesus look like fucking Frankenstein?
Because he is Frankenstein. He was brought back from the fucking dead.
Well, not when he was born.
Well, and that's why Frankenstein looked like Frankenstein. That's what all people who get brought back from the dead look like.
You know who I miss? I miss Santa Claus, the slam dancer. Do you ever remember?
What?
Okay.
Where is this going?
I've been to a lot of crazy shows.
And yet again, co-host program has diverted us into some place we don't want to be.
That's not compute.
Okay, now I'm sure we're all like an MTV generation.
Why can't you be more like a Dalek?
No.
Exterminate!
Exterminate!
I don't do that. Does anybody remember the MTV like little promo where they introduced? It was like a Christmas thing every year around Christmas. They brought up, we all know, Santa Claus, jolly old Saint Nick, the Christmas present. But does anybody remember Santa Claus, the slam dancer? And then they actually had footage from like some punk show where all these punk kids are like slam dancing in a big, huge pit. And then all of a sudden you see
That
like
would be called
a cartoon version of Santa Claus with the craziest googly eyes, like in the pit, like just circling around with all these like skinhead-looking fucking kids just running around.
I missed that.
Do you not remember
All
that?
I remember MTV Christmas was they used that classic, astronaut thing, but they would have like Christmassy shit they drawn on top of it.
I remember that.
I
miss the astronaut.
Yeah.
If anybody finds that, if anybody could find that clip, like either on YouTube or whatever, I'll send you $2.
Post it on the Leog.
Yes, I need. Yeah, put it on the Leog. I want to see that again. I miss my Santa Claus the slam dancer.
Grant,
Grant, right to work.
Grant's looking through his laptop. I'm gonna find it. I want my $2.
You should say whoever sends it to me first, I'll send
There
$2.
you go. There you go.
Get out of your.
But I wish I could remember the actual punk song that they were playing during that. It was fucking genius.
Now I want to go here. We're actually kind of running out of time because I've got to do an add-on here later with Leon who couldn't be at this thing. So, but I wanted to say here, I know that we are going to have some sort of Christmas gathering with all of us. I guess we're still trying to figure out the details of all that.
No,
but
we know it.
Do we know it? I'm sorry. When is it happening? Someone needs to tell me.
It's happening on December 20th, and we're going to meet at Grant's house, and we're going to give some gifts.
Oh, are we doing that definitely?
Yeah, come on up. I mean, most people confirmed that it was okay. It
Okay,
was
well,
a good time for them.
we're gonna make sure with Leon.
Oh, should
as
we
well,
have sent you an email?
We should have sent Leon an email.
Yeah, I didn't know about
He
this
works
either.
right next to me. I've told him about this.
Oh, okay. If he's all right with it, I'm all right with it because I just do what Leon says. I mean, what? No, I mean he does what I say. I mean, wait, is that racist?
I can't confirm he's okay. Oh.
No, but it's sexy.
What?
We agree.
Well, he's obviously not here because he doesn't like Christmas.
Wait,
True,
that's
he doesn't.
True. I think he just likes to do what certain people in his life tell him to do, no matter what.
Kwanzaa. He likes to beat drums and put corn.
Kwanzaa. People still celebrate that?
Yeah, we had Kwanzaa at my school.
I thought George Bush outlawed that.
And I hate to inform you of this, but that is the only place that Kwanzaa is practiced is in schools.
Is in schools, yeah, that's probably true. I don't have anything against it. Isn't it just kind of like in the last hour? I don't know.
It's a made-up holiday, just like.
If you go to Africa, they ain't fucking celebrating Kwanzaa. That's all I'm saying.
It's a made-up holiday, just like
it
Christianity's
originated
Christmas.
I think the king of cartoons created it.
Aren't all holidays made up?
I want to celebrate Saturnalia, which is the Roman holiday that Christmas is based on, but it consisted of orgies.
What?
Yes, I mean, even
look
all
it up, Saturnalia.
Even all the religious holidays
Okay.
aren't on the dates that the church claims that they were supposed to happen. Like birth of
that's why
Jesus,
Jehovah's-
resurrection of Jesus aren't on the dates we
It's
celebrate.
based on
They were moved.
Ostier.
No, it's
Solstice.
it's a fact that the church admits they do.
Yeah,
I mean,
Easter
it was,
comes from the Druidic Ostier,
Yeah.
which is where you get the bunnies and eggs from. It was a pagan fertility festival.
Yes.
Which that's where you get the bunnies and eggs. It's all about the fucking sex.
Saturnalia was on the
heretics.
Saturnalia
It's
was
all
on the
about sex.
17th of December. It was the festival of the god Saturn.
I'm not-
who is the father of Zeus.
I'm not
It's all
demeaning.
about drinking and sex.
I'm not
is what
demeaning
saying.
the things that Christians are celebrating here. I don't know. I'm just saying that those are not the actual dates. They're moved there because the church went, these pagans keep celebrating their goddamn holidays.
Yeah,
let's just
releasing really
move,
awesome movies.
Let's just move ours
So
to
that-
those dates.
Because we get the
I
days off to
certainly
watch 'em.
wouldn't denigrate a celebration that is mostly involved with buying things and commercialism,
Food.
with the birth of the Christ.
I do
Leog,
I always
You
more
love
you know.
buying things.
I know. I always appreciate Bill Hicks' line on that. It's like about Easter. He's like, it just all, or about Easter. It's like, what, a bunny bringing you eggs? It's so arbitrary. It's like, really, you just made that shit up? It could be a goldfish left Lincoln Logs in your sock drawer.
That's the story of Easter.
That's Jesus.
All
He's in your heart.
cultures have conquered each other and absorbed the traditions, and Christianity also conquered.
It's true.
So it's just history.
It's
Which
not.
that brings us to the real point, is that Leog is your new god.
Obey.
Well, I will always celebrate the resurrection of zombie Jesus, no matter what anyone says.
Every
all right?
Friday, you do a shot of whiskey, say "Long live the League," and go about your day.
And to bring it full circle from where we started, you should especially worship the girls with tits, who is me and Kayla sitting right here.
Amen, brother.
Not
I mean,
me.
sister.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you're feeling in a gifty mood, maybe you should do it with Leog members who have the tits. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to argue there. I'm fine right now with the
You,
gifts thing.
Kayla, and Cyrus.
I would like to
Precisely.
take this opportunity to
Precisely.
mention my fulsome and wonderful breasts. Long live the League.
Can we hang Christmas ornaments on your breast? Cyrus,
Fuck yeah, you
in
can.
honor of-
Bo's got some rockin' nipples.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Bo is
All
a total.
right.
Bo is a total puffy.
Let's stop talking about Bo.
I
and
got
my
a Darth
boobs.
Vader ornament waiting for you.
I have a Darth Vader suit, so fuck you.
Oh.
We are getting towards
He's
the
really
end of
proud
this
of it.
portion of the Leog. Thank God.
Welcome to the second Blue Christmas.
Can
But
we
let's-
end with a bunch of curse words?
No, I'd like to hear from Tiny Tim here for a second.
Tiny Tim.
Without
Hey, Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim, what do you have a Christmas message
It'll
for
be
us?
What do you want your Christmas message,
no,
Tiny
she
Tim?
didn't. No.
She doesn't know. She's not even getting my reference.
I want.
You're supposed to get on the microphone and say, God bless us, everyone.
be a blue
Well, that worked out really well.
Bless us, everyone.
without
Oh,
you.
Tiny
Thank you,
Tim.
Tiny Mary. And all that's left to say for this portion of the Christmas Leog, other than, you know what, guys,
going
thank
on?
everybody for all the gifts you sent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being so good to us. Thank you for being the best fans of anybody on Spill. You guys
Seriously.
rock.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
you guys better be having fucking rocking New Year's next week before the next show airs after. You better get
Oh,
drunk
hell yeah.
and yell and shoot guns off in the streets.
Unless you're not old enough to do any of those things, in which case
Then you should
should
stay
not.
home and not
me.
drink.
And then you should wait till your parents are gone and do it.
Yes.
You know where the liquor cabinet
In the
is.
meantime, though,
You
we
know.
love you all, and we're not just saying that.
Indeed.
We really, really do.
We do.
You guys are so great. I
Hot
can't believe we've
damn.
been doing this for like almost 2 years now.
We
or
got the
something.
best
Yeah,
fucking
how
fans.
did that fucking
We did.
happen?
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
know.
Well, yeah, it happened because of you motherfuckers listening to us.
Yes, yes.
Thanks.
and
So
who,
thank
like,
you
been
so very
supportive of
Tell
made
your
us-
friends, for God's sake.
You've made us feel like this is really worthwhile, and I don't even understand, but there it is.
That's why we
Oh,
keep doing it. 'cause
Yeah,
of you
that's
guys.
why we
A
keep
shout
doing
out
it.
to the Leog fans, all 5 of them.
And that's from
Oh,
Kodo.
wait, what?
And we're
Everyone.
never gonna let him come on a Leon again. So,
May we double in size once more next year.
Huzzah.
Oh no.
Long
live the league!
and happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Dude, seriously, that was what y'all recorded? I can't even believe you're letting other human ears hear that.
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. Or was it?
You see, this is another one of those where you're braced and you go like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Then later you listen to it, you go like, yes, it was.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't bad as all that. It was funny. I'll give it that.
Oh,
shut up.
Okay. You know what? Funny or not, it's going to be one of those that's going to generate a lot of comments
It will.
for all
And-
the people who could stick through it.
And once again, please I'm apologizing to you. We said stuff that offended you. I guarantee you half the stuff we said in that episode we did not actually mean. It was just
Or remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Here's how it works. Usually Almost always. Up until now, this is the first ever full episode I've ever recorded without Leon by my side, without him sitting across the room from me.
True.
Which is very important to me because, like, the time we tried to record with you sitting next to me, I was totally off. It threw my full
it
game.
threw me off too. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I have to be able to see you.
Right.
Because I generally look at you when we're recording. I look at you and you look at me, and we really get that good. We do.
Well,
both do
we,
good-
we sit completely opposite of each other, so we can both survey the room.
Yeah.
Or at least my job is surveying the room and kind of getting a feel for it.
Yeah, as well as telling me when I'm going on too long or when, maybe you don't want to finish that joke or stuff like that, which you can say with the slightest twitch of an eyebrow, and I can read that. I didn't have Leon here for this episode, and so there was no one to tell me you don't want to finish that joke. And I finished that joke.
Yeah.
And regret set in.
Well, if it's any consolation, it wasn't just you.
No, it definitely wasn't just me. This is that one that everybody was guilty. I think even Kayla may have said a few things that were sketchy. As surprising as that is.
Yeah.
But it's not a Christmas without a blue Christmas. Maybe we'll try and do one year that we can actually remember. But it wasn't this year.
Okay. So are we going to have to wait till next year for that action figure episode I keep talking about?
No, we'll have a drunken what did you get for Christmas episode.
Okay. All right. We can do that.
That may be our next episode. I don't even know yet. We're at that.
Well, I tell you, man, I know I should be waiting till the next episode, but I got to brag on what a great gift giver you are.
What, me? What did I do?
Dude, you are an artiste when it comes to giving gifts. You are able to get into the head of your subject and figure out what they're doing. You're like Dexter with that.
What? Oh, I'm a profiler for giving presents?
Yeah, clearly you are. I mean, shit, man. You might suck at everything else. I mean, you kind of do. But when it comes to giving gifts, you are fucking awesome.
And you are terrible at giving compliments. You just backhanded the shit out of me with that compliment.
Well, yeah, I guess when you look at it, you sort of do. But don't be a chick about it. Look at the positive thing I said.
Whatever. You're doing podcasts with someone else, aren't you?
Sometimes. That's enough for me to go around.
Let me smell your mic.
That's true. We did come off of doing the podcast with our old friend Brian Brushwood, who really owes us now coming on Leog.
Oh, what, that dickhead? I mean, that really talented magician who didn't invite me to that podcast?
Hey, man, there wasn't room for you in there.
Whatever.
I'm serious. It was a tiny room with no AC.
What do you call me, fat?
Here you go, sound like a chick again. Is it that time of the month, Cyrus?
Get out! Get out, you bastard! I'm calling my mother.
As long as it's not the cops this time, that's okay with me.
You sound like you've been through this before.
Who hasn't?
With other co-hosts on podcasts? I'm calling my mother.
Oh man, ran into me and Corey's old producer from our WB show.
Really?
Yeah.
No, what was his name again?
Cisco.
Cisco, that's right, Cisco.
Yeah.
I always get him mixed up with the guy who used to be the producer on the show.
Roman?
The show with no name.
Oh, with Charlie.
Yeah. What was his name?
Charlie.
No, not Charlie, the producer guy.
Oh, Cinco.
Cinco. Yeah. See,
right.
I would always get that screwed up in my head.
Right.
Cisco is a really terrible alcoholic drink. Cinco is followed by DeMaio.
Right. Well, it's funny because Cisco he's been in New York and everything and got married and had a kid, but he is recently getting divorced. He's come back to Texas, going back to being a producer back at his old job at KNVA, and he said to me that next year they might allow him to do another show, and he would want to talk to Corey and I about doing the show again.
You had to have laughed at that.
I didn't laugh in his face about it, but on the inside, I couldn't stop laughing because if anybody knows Corey, how much he hated with the passion of 1,000 Suns, that show he did. And the way Cisco is so enthusiastic, like, if I get this going, I'm gonna call you guys again about hosting the show.
Oh,
I'm just like, okay.
Plus, he's got to be at this point. He's like, oh, yeah, I've got time to weekly do a local network review show for you guys. It's going to be nothing but, like, agony and battling you on every little thing. No.
Then again, hey, Cyrus, maybe they'll offer money and you and I can do it.
They better be offering a lot of money. However, that's funny. I actually have considered on a number of times us taking our award-winning podcast and going to some of the local radio stations going, how you guys interested in having like an hour show about
you
movies
got to know
once a week?
there's absolutely no money in radio.
Yeah, but there's some.
No, there's not.
I mean, you get paid something.
Okay, you get paid something, but put that something in quotation marks.
All right, so if we did an hour podcast for a radio station,
Mhm.
would we get paid as much as we do for an hour of this podcast?
No.
Oh, okay, well, fuck that then.
No.
Maybe more local listeners, but as Corey's pointed out a number of times, that's not necessarily. I mean, hell, we're on a global website.
Yeah.
We have the best fans in the goddamn
We
world.
do have the best
all
fans.
over
I
the
brag
world.
about our fans all the
We don't need
time.
no radio show. Maybe if it was satellite radio,
Yes.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we've got. Oh God, we're so lucky. This has been a great year for fans, for just relationships with fans, of
It has
solidifying. After that great spill party that we had, that was just terrific. I got to meet so many people who were just so incredibly cool. I formed real friendships. A lot of them. Nate, I'm not kidding. My guest room is yours next year if you come for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great year for bonding with fans.
That party was like just one of the best highlights of the whole year.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
for me, probably for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to like go like, wow, all these people listen to our show, but like, wow, all these people listen to our show, and they're really cool people.
Yeah.
And and are winning the podcast award, which you and I hadn't really talked about. I mean, we did on a lost episode of A Coco, which may end up on the website someday or not.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, y'all were saying, what happened to Coco? Well, we recorded one. We're just not sure where it went.
Yeah. Long story behind that. Yeah, I talked to Corey. I wanted to just tell everybody thank you for us winning, because we didn't call in on the winning award show.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even know we won until 2 days later.
I went on the website and I couldn't even find the link to see who won. People were telling me, hey, y'all won. Great. Can you show me something that proves it? Because I can't find it.
Well, I finally watched the show where the guys, having the winners call in or just giving out the awards, and he gets to talking about Spill. And while he wasn't able to give any specifics about what we are, which said to me like, okay, he hasn't really listened to any of our podcasts, but he did acknowledge that we have a lot of content that we're constantly updating and that we have a rabid fan base.
Yeah.
Which says to me that we won by a landslide.
Yeah, no,
Because-
that's what it does to me too.
Yeah.
I mean, how else would he? Obviously, he wasn't listening to the site. He probably didn't even know who we were before this.
Right.
But for him to say that sounds to me like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people voting for them.
Yeah.
That being said, I hadn't really heard of the other sites we were going against. I wonder what would have happened if some of the other movie podcasts that I really know and am familiar with and that I know are really great had been nominated, like Slashcast and stuff
We
like
would
that.
have crushed them.
Still would have crushed them?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, it's good to hear you say it. That way I can go, it wasn't me, it was Leon. He's the one who said y'all suck.
I will break you.
But yeah, no, it's I'm happy about that. I'm wondering if we're actually going to get the award, because apparently they have a physical award.
Right.
I'm like, okay, so I mean, apparently Corey's been trying to contact him. They haven't contacted him back. Like, y'all aren't the best organized site in the world, are you? But
Hey, it'll happen.
yeah. And also thanks to you guys, we finally got on, because of that, we finally had Wikipedia go, now you're a notable website.
So are we? Because okay, like whoever the guy is who emails me once every couple days to say like, I wrote an extensive entry for Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, what do you want me to do about that?
Right. Well, the thing,
because all I think is like, okay, yeah, you got it up there for now. Let's see if it sticks.
well, the thing is that guy actually contacted the person and said, okay, that podcast award, that makes you notable for the web.
Okay.
For the web. So
All right.
now it will stay up.
Okay, cool.
So that's great. The only bad news is the guy who wrote it, totally unfamiliar with Leog.
Right.
So there's these long entries on a Coco. Really? And let's do this. And the Leog one is like barely 2 sentences.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even mention the people who are on it. And we are, as the people who do it, we're not allowed to get on there and edit it.
Oh,
It's
is that
against
right?
the rules of Wikipedia. So we're just saying, look, I'm not saying for you to get on there and say, oh, it's a great podcast or anything, but just fill in some information,
details,
for God's
yeah.
sake, some details. If you guys could do this, he tried to put the guy did try to put a call to action on the comments inside of the League Lounge, the group where Leog
Yeah.
frequents and runs on Spill. But so far nobody's taken him up on it yet. One of you guys really has to get on there and write that thing up, because we can't do it.
I guess we can't have Grant do it.
No, we can't, because he's part of the group.
Damn
So
it. He'd be the perfect guy too.
He would be. He would love it. He would.
He would do all his research. He would have so much
He would
information.
spend hours and hours researching it, even though he's part of it.
Damn it.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Somebody needs to do it.
We
It
didn't think
can't
that
be
part
us.
through.
But anyway, that's just part of the big wow. This has been a big, great year. I'm sure we'll get into all of this more on our next episode when everybody gets a chance to say their thank
Yeah.
yous. But I think we're gonna have to wrap this one up.
Really, already? We just got on here.
Yeah, well, you just got on here. Remember,
Oh.
I was there for an hour and a half, acting like a drunken idiot, a reprobate. I'm surprised someone didn't call the cops.
Yeah, as thanks are going around, I just want to thank you for cutting me out of this particular episode. And I'll thank you again for leaving me out of the next time you
No.
guys go off on a tangent like
That
this.
won't happen. I'll come get you from Monster Island and wheel you in like King Kong in chains if I have
I don't know
to.
what I could have done to stop you guys.
I don't know, because you probably would have been even worse, because you know how you are with that kerosene that you'd like to throw on the fire.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is true.
You get a buzz on you. When Leo gets a buzz on him and he sees like trouble possibly erupting, he's the guy who goes and just finds that exact phrase. Like it's his like mutant power, that one thing you can say that make it just explode into an inferno.
I don't think that's true,
And then
Cyrus.
and then manage to dodge out of the way while it burns to the ground, and he just sits there, smokes a cigar with his glass of scotch, going.
Don't say that about me. That's not true. I don't like conflict. I'm always trying to ease conflict.
You're always trying to stay out of it. Sure.
No. Like when you guys are fighting, I'm always, you guys don't fight. We can settle this.
Look, when Cyrus said that you were a moron. Wait, when did he say that? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
All right, you guys. On one hand, thanks for tuning in. And if somebody needs to say I'm sorry, I'm saying I'm sorry.
Isn't that sweet? And when y'all get this, it'll be Christmas-ish. I mean, who knows? It's supposed to come out on
Christmas Day, right?
Well, it's supposed to, yeah, I guess it is supposed to come out Christmas Day. So you know what? Merry goddamn
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
You guys, or happy holidays. I'm not going to go through the list of all the other stuff because I
Seriously,
honestly
dude.
don't
I
know,
mean,
but-
we're a couple of atheists and we're saying Merry Christmas.
yeah, or
I mean,
or close enough,
Let's be
anyway.
honest. You know, all these people like, let's put the Christ back in Christmas. It's been gone a long time. Christmas is more Santa Claus's birthday than it is anything else.
Yeah, you know, I mean, when it comes down to it, even the Catholic Church admits, yeah, we moved Christmas, the birth date of Jesus, to December 25th so we could piss off the pagans. Literally.
Well, to
Yeah.
include them, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was to decimate their holidays. So when they're celebrating and go, oh, you're celebrating Christ's birthday. No, we're celebrating winter solstice. No, it's Christmas. You're celebrating Christ's birthday.
Well, was it more like, okay, well, on December 25th, if you want to dance around a tree, that's fine, but we're giving each other cool stuff.
Yeah, where do you think all this ritual, all this weird stuff that's not in the Bible came from, like the Christmas trees and all that? That's pagan stuff. They started doing that for Christmas because they wanted to say, no, that celebrates the birth of Christ. Yeah. Okay, so guess what? In the earliest version, it has nothing to do with Christ anyway.
Right.
You can celebrate it that way. I'm not offended by that.
You know
Why
what?
would I be?
Hey, look, you got the day off. You've gotten some cool stuff. Enjoy it.
You can celebrate it any way you want. I mean, to say, oh, I'm not going to celebrate it at all. It's Christmas. Fuck Christmas. You're just being an idiot. You're being a Scrooge. You need to stop that shit, right? That's no fun. It's regardless of what you choose to make it into. Make it into something completely new if you need to.
Festivus.
To define it
What's
for
wrong
you.
with Festivus?
Exactly. But the point is, it is that date of celebration,
Yes,
of
it
holidays,
is.
of like of telling your friends and your family that you love them, of exchanging gifts to show them that, and of course of putting nails in the tires of all the people you hate. What? Is that not normal?
I think the nails go in the hands.
Well, I do it with
And that's
green
Easter.
green and red nails. Does that count?
Cyrus, let's just give out with our sign out. let's just sign out, all right?
Okay. What were we trying not to offend people with this part?
Yeah, I like that. Like, Merry Christmas. Well, we don't want to offend you, but we'll follow that by some really offensive stuff.
And I honestly mean it. Whatever you believe in, celebrate it.
Yeah.
Today. Celebrate it today. Have a great time, and we love you.
We do.
Don't forget that.
And with that, we say, long live the league.